Hey everyone, welcome to Happy Jacks. I'm your host, Jameson. Thank you again for joining us. This is going to be session 6 of Dying Embers, a D&D 5e actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG Network. To catch up on our past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/dyingembers. And to find all the shows on the Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org/shows. Again, as I said, I am Jameson. Let's go around the table and let's introduce ourselves. Let's start with Mr. Joey.
Hey guys, I'm Joey, and I am playing Aelfonn Doric, the half-elf bard, who last session really tried to get a leg up on the competition, really went out on a limb, and didn't pay off for him so well.
Damn. You're not wrong. Blythe.
I'm thinking about changing my name to Eileen.
I don't know, Peggy sounded pretty good.
And Peggy.
And Peggy.
I am making a we're live post because I'm great. Yeah. So hi, I am Blythe Kayla and I play Sal'haera Fear, and she's a fire genasi who's very stubborn, very lawful good, and things are getting interesting for her since of a recent discovery that we cliffhanged on.
Mm-hmm. So much hanging from cliffs in this game.
I know, we love it. It's the best.
All right, Clara.
Hi, I'm Clara, and I am playing Petra, a half-elf rogue with a less mysterious, more war-crimey past. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, no big deal. That's not come up anytime recently in the games.
Nah, it's not going to come up again, so we should be okay.
Yeah, we're good. Totes, good. Okay.
Yeah.
So, who would like to recap last episode? We also have one more player, Maktaba, that's being played by Nick Sungrowler on the forums. He will be joining us shortly. He's running a little late. But, anyone want to recap us for an inspiration?
Nose goes.
I think I did it last time.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I win. I am the winner.
I mean, Clara did it last, so you can always...
Okay, you can't blame me. I have shitty delay right now.
I'm just teasing.
It's all right. I got it. Let's see. Last week was episode 5, Stoked Ambitions. Arrgh. All right. The crew is healed emotionally, and the dragonfly has healed physically. They now need to figure out their next destination. But not before Sal reveals... Sorry, not Sal. Why is that Sal in there? I'm going to change that to Petra. Reveals something to the crew. She reveals her past, and everyone agreed it was her current actions that mattered and that were important. Long story short, you gave the crystal heart thing to Maktaba, so now he can regrow the crystals and help rebuild the order. Let's see. You all agreed to head over back to Berkshire to drop off Dot and to get the documents that you left there for safekeeping. You went there, saw the village was just totaled. Many people were dead. They all looked the same, but they were different people the entire time. Let me see. You went to investigate. Aelfonn and Petra went to investigate. You looked in the room. You saw it was like torn out where you had actually saved the documents. Someone had physically removed it. Sal and Maktaba, you went to investigate all the dead bodies. You found there was actually somebody still alive hiding out in the barn, and it was Roth, the scientist guy, and one of the armor dudes, the enchanted armor. There we go. See, I know my own game.
So good.
So good. He had gone off to get the enchanted armor after Petra had unceremoniously punted it in episode 3.
I didn't punt it. He chose to be punted.
You said get it at an airship. I mean...
That was...
You give a command, he will follow.
Thinking.
It was. I will give you that. So he went to retrieve it, and he wasn't in town when the Peacekeeper showed up. Killed everyone there. They took off, but they were headed in the same direction that you guys had come from. So you quickly pulled a 180 and put the pedal to the metal to head back to Brixby, where you saw the town engulfed in flames, people running, screaming, and this horrible monster in the center of town. At that same time, Fix had a panic attack and just refused to do anything. She just shut down. Wasn't clear why, but you needed to act. So, you rappelled down from where you were, managed to get Roth to pilot the ship, get it to land, get people on board. You went off to fight this thing. Long story short, Aelfonn's lost a leg, but it was kind of Maktaba's fault, kind of not. He put you in needless risk. Once you got back on the ship, you learned that everyone was going to be abandoning the town. They're just going to find somewhere else to go. Some of them asked to go with you to Divinius. And in the last moments, you had Fix pull the crew into their private bunk so that she could reveal that she is actually Lucii, the head of the order that has gone missing since the conflagration. I'm going to choke on my tongue.
Conflagration?
Yeah, that word. That one. Where the order got all burned up. All burnt up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And that's where we left off. Did I miss anything?
No, that sounds about right.
Small point of order.
Yes.
I lost the leg before Maktaba put me in mortal peril.
Correct.
I lost the leg because I rolled a natural one on an acrobatics check and got grappled real good. And then Maktaba saved me or put my life in mortal peril, depending on which angle you're looking at it.
I mean, you weren't really out of danger, and he kind of was like, all right, cool. Going all in. I mean,
Yeah,
he could have just lost you.
I feel like Petra sort of had the situation somewhat under control, and then in the I have to watch the playback and figure out who moved first.
Well, Petra was gonna try to make a deal with the demon guy, and
As
then
you
it didn't
do.
work.
Like you did.
You were gonna blow up some crystals inside of him, and then Maktaba went all Deus
I
Ex Machina
decided
on
that
us.
they'd rather, yeah, which we'd never seen before, so that's fun. I'm not mad or anything, but like,
He kind of put you or put Aelfonn's in risk.
yeah.
It looks like Chad is asking what is everyone's class and what they're playing. So quickly, let's go around and same order and give us your build, race,
Okay.
what have you. Starting with Joey.
Yeah, I am playing a half-elf bard, College of Lore, and all-around super fun guy. I don't know why I said that. Sorry.
No, it's on the character sheet. I saw it. Super fun.
All around,
guy.
super fun.
All around.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's me next, isn't
Yes.
Yes.
it? Yeah, I'm playing a Fire Genasi Mystic. Order of the Wu Chen. And yeah.
And
What is
Petra?
that?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm playing half elf rogue, the 5, which is a experimental class specialty.
I think it actually just got added as the Phantom now.
Is it in Wild Mounts or?
I don't know. I just saw news of like,
It's not
hey,
Wild Mount.
this has just gotten added with three separate Unearthed Arcana classes that got finalized. What is the Phantom now? I don't.
Ooh, that just sounds more emo, which I'm like not into, but also super into.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm into it.
it's fun.
What is that?
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So, last we left off, you had a bombshell dropped. I'm going to say Maktaba is sitting there stoically being stoic, as he is a rock sometimes. Kind of like Captain Holt from 9-9. So, fading into it. And that's my secret. I've been hiding his fix, but keeping you company this entire time.
For 5 years.
Yes.
And you didn't think you should do something.
He looks ashamed of himself. There. What would you have me do? I'm a failure in every regard. My entire order wiped out. That's what Lucia looks like. Thank you, Blythe, for the assist.
Yay.
He looks closer to like Teferi if you play Magic the Gathering, but yeah.
This is the best. I was trying to find an Idris Elba picture that fit as a background. You're a sign of hope. People looked up to you. The order is gone.
The order is gone because of me.
And you didn't think that maybe you should try to fix what happened? No pun intended.
What fixing was there? The order is gone. You saw it. I saw it.
Not all of us. Some of us are still loyal.
Loyalty doesn't matter. All we would do is just make a target for ourselves, for the Empire, and kill all the people around us. You saw what happened in Berkshire. You saw what happened in Rixby.
So you think we should just sit by and do nothing?
No, not do nothing. But we can't remake the order. It makes
That's all
too big
some
of a
of us
target.
had.
It makes too big of a target.
And that's not, worth the risk to have people who can defend people, who can stand up to the bad guys. We did it once before, we can do it again, and we can do it better.
We failed. I don't know how to get this across to you, but we failed last time. We failed to protect the people.
So we learn from our mistakes.
What would you have me do?
I don't
Help
know.
people.
Yeah.
And I am. I'm helping you. I'm helping this crew.
Oh yes, big help. Thank you for that down there. All the help you gave.
He looks ashamed. Absolutely ashamed. It's not my finest moment.
So 2 years ago, when you made dinner for everyone, we all got food poisoning. That was still you.
Yes.
When Fix made dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And the time that Aelfonn got super drunk and puked all over the controls, and you cleaned it up, and Fix cleaned it up, that was still you.
Yes.
You've been with us for 5 years, letting us think you were dead. I mourned you. We all did. And guess what? Some of the Order is still around. We could find them. We could
make a big target, get us all together.
We could stand up to the Empire engine.
Real quick
Stand
point
up
of
to
order.
Ravos.
Sorry, real quick point of order. If you have something that you want to say out of character, go ahead and put your head on your hand. This way I know, oh, you're not role playing, confused.
Yeah, no. No, it's okay. Was there ever a fix?
No, there wasn't. This is my own creation, from whole cloth.
Tight.
I looked up to you, and I can't believe you would just go into hiding like this.
Yeah. When you fail as utterly as I have, as completely as I have, you don't get to be a beacon anymore. You don't get to be a rally point. My entire order is gone.
That's not why you failed. That's not failure.
I'm not gone. Maktaba's not gone. The scientists that they're kidnapping right now are not gone.
Failure is falling down and not getting back up. That's when you failed.
I see what you're getting into, and I thought that you should at least know. I'll stay on and pilot the ship for you, but I can't fight. I can't be the figurehead you need.
Apparently you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Saul storms out.
Okay. I'm sorry, Aelfonn, for deceiving you both. I thought you'd be safer if no one knew I was still around. I think anyone that was close to me would get killed. As a symbol.
Sometimes a symbol is all people need to rally.
You might be
Be
right.
it a beacon or a martyr. I'm gonna just kind of, I can't storm out, so I'm gonna kind of like shift and direct my attention out the window.
You know, turn your back on him.
Basically, yeah. I've emotionally stormed out.
Okay. He dons the fix appearance and then leaves as well.
Sorry, you're cutting in and out. Or I'm frozen now.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah, Lucia, he dons the fix appearance and leaves.
I want to know how he's doing that.
He's a very powerful illusionist.
No, that. Okay. I'm gonna have to go after Aelfonn in a second. Wait, what room are we in?
We're in Aelfonn's room.
Yeah, you're in
Is
my
it
room.
Aelfonn's room?
I
No.
can't go anywhere.
Somehow you two changed orders. God bless
No,
it.
I went to change my background back and accidentally hit the wrong thing, and then that's why there was a gasp. That's my technical problem. Lucy, I was gone, so I was getting rid of his face.
Oh.
We'll make puppets. Anyway,
So Aelfonn and Petra, are you still in the room together? Rios, of course, is not in there. He's
Yeah.
somewhere else.
I guess I have no horse in this race. Like, it sucks that, like, I'm a little annoyed because it's a little weird that I feel a little betrayed, but I feel like less betrayed than some. Aelfonn, do you want to drink and throw bottles off the side of the deck?
Strangely, no.
Can Aelfonn walk right now?
Oh shit, he's missing a leg.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Ah, fuck. Fix is our artificer. Would have done the oh no, we have rot. I'll be back. Which one is it? Rot?
Roth.
Roth?
Roth.
Like the broth. Roth.
Awesome. You introduced way too many of them at once.
Too many.
And then I killed most of them off, so you're welcome. That's what you wanted, Petra.
It's effective, thank you. I think Petra is just going to awkwardly just pat Aelfonn for a second and be like, I will be back. And go find Roth.
Pat, pat. Pat, pat.
As you exit the door, I'll be here.
Don't go anywhere. Is Roth around? Is he busy?
I mean, yeah, he's on the ship. Busy is a... I don't know, that's a tricky word.
All right, well, actually, where are all our nerds?
I don't know where Sal went. Aelfonn's
Saul
back in the
stormed
room.
off
Okay.
to her room. Like, she was so
I'm
frustrated.
immediately picked up.
It's all right. It's all right. I believe almost everyone is in the lower cabin. Let me get a look at our map because I have the schematics somewhere. Do 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 do. Did I not include the schematics? Oh, there they are. Okay, on page 13 of the codex. Yeah, they are on the lower deck, area 3, where the cargo hold is. Actually, you know, I'm gonna put them in the mid deck cargo
Awesome.
hold.
My way there and see if I can rustle up some folk. yeah, rustle up some people who can maybe put my friend back together. Because I would rather him be able to at least walk, stand. Who knows? Anyway. Yeah, Petra, like, does what she does best, which is squish down those uncomfortable emotions and get things done.
It's the Petra special. So you want to go find Roth, or want to go there the nerds?
Names. I need Roth, and I need well, Roth is probably the most needed. Why can I not find the freaking list of names?
It's on episode 1, page 17. There's Marie and Althea.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant.
Daneless, yes. Cool. 5th edition is much better than 3.5 in that it takes some of the good parts in 4th edition and adds them into 5th, making it more deadly like 2nd. So it's honestly, in my opinion, the best of all the editions. Thaco can suck it. At me.
That was brilliant but aggressive.
Well. Ares, what do you want?
Anyway. Yeah, Petra's, I'm gonna head down to the hold where Roth and I think Althea are, because they were supposed to be researching the the armor.
Mm-hmm.
We have a situation. We have a couple situations. There's a lot of things happening right now, but specifically, do any of you guys know anything about prosthetics?
Roth raises his hand. Yeah, I can make something. I made those big legs. You need something else?
Maybe less big, but one of them.
Less big? Why would you want less big legs?
Aelfonn has there's been an accident, and Aelfonn is a little less the man than he was.
Oh, well, you shouldn't feel bad. That happens to everyone. I'm sorry, which accident are you referring to?
Aelfonn's missing a leg.
Missing?
I don't want to crowd him. Yeah, it's complicated. I don't want to. No, it got bit off. It's not complicated. I don't want to crowd him right now, but I want you to know that if we could get something set up as fast as possible, as what's the word? What's the opposite of failing?
Succeeding?
As smooth as possible. Yeah, as smooth as possible, as fail-safe as possible. I would appreciate that.
Yeah. I'd have to get his measurements, but I could do that.
Okay. Maybe give it like an hour.
All right. I'll get to work and I can get him sized after. You'll take it in at the seam, you know what I mean.
I feel like this is I don't want to be rude, like, I don't want to aggressively be like, time for a new leg, but also, like, I would like Aelfonn to get a new leg as fast as possible.
She wants you to have some time with your stump.
Don't we all?
If you need the time. If you need the time, anyway. Anyway, thank you. That's all.
Bye.
I did a nice thing. I get to go to the good place now.
Yay, take a break.
Queen! Where are you going?
Nope,
what would you have me do? Hey, Queen! There's a torso of an armor set, no arms, no legs, head on top, yelling to you. This ship is very rude.
Well, first I'd like you to be nice to the ship.
Well, it has to be nice to me first.
That's not how this works.
If you command it, my queen.
I'd like you to treat the ship the way you would like to be treated. Okay.
Okay. Listen here, you bucket of bolts.
Ah!
We're doing it my way.
No.
No, I will not do it your way.
This ship and this knight of armor, enemies to lovers.
I'm really hoping. I need
Stop shipping everything. Oh, wait.
Well, it's a ship.
I ship this. No, I ship this.
I would just like to point out this to be the second time Clara's been in a game where the ship was a romantic partner for somebody.
I'm not gonna say no.
When did it happen the first time?
Usually the dreaming.
Oh shit!
Clockwise court.
Is this a theme with you, Clara?
Look.
Romancing the ship?
No, that's not. First of all, that is not the thing I always do with ships, but apparently it is now. Anyway, I didn't make this happen. Just
I take
be
full
nice.
responsibility.
Yes, I blame Blythe. Be nice.
Okay.
Got it, suit armor guy? Nice. Gonna deal with a lot of... Just leave.
Perfect. All right. Aelfonn, you hear a knock at the door.
Come in.
It's Rios checking in on you. He's got a medical bag in one hand. Hey, champ.
Oh.
Feeling
Bedside
all right?
manner's impeccable, Doc.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Your bedside manner's impeccable, Doc.
Yeah, I'm not really a doctor, so... But I have been trained in first aid, and we can get those bandages changed, so...
Okay.
And get you cleaned up.
I'll reach out a hand and touch his hand. Like, thank you.
Nods and takes your hand, too. Goes through the motions of, giving you a sponge bath, of course, cleaning the wound, and redressing it. Do you want to talk?
I can't help but find the humor in this.
I think that's called a defense mechanism.
I fought an entire war.
Mm-hmm.
Saw people torn to bits by machines. Escaped more or less unscathed. Thought that'd be the worst of it,
Yeah. And, I mean, not going to be lucky 100% of the time.
I suppose not. Even someone as charming as me's luck will run out eventually.
Well, here, I want you to take this and get some rest. And he gives you essentially painkillers.
Cool.
He's going to tuck you in and...
I'll kind of look at the draught. I'll see you on the other side.
I'll be here. He takes the cup and he goes and he sits on a chair across the room. Pulls out a book, starts reading, and he's going to sit there all night.
Oh, buddy.
It's like a kicked puppy. It's so sad.
Yep. Emotions. So, jumping over to Sal.
Sal is angrily training right now.
Anger training.
Sal needs to burn off some steam.
I gotcha.
Probably literally.
In the middle of the ship, that's, I think that's called heartburn.
But yeah, she is training and doing some of her forms and just trying to figure out how someone that she really like looked up to and was like a great figure could do like give up. She's trying to figure like she doesn't know what to do. Cause yeah, this guy was the head of her order. And he left. Not fully, but she thought he was dead, and that was a much better reason for him not being around than him just being in hiding.
Well, it's like they say, never meet your heroes.
Yeah. I see Daniel Essex in there, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. Never meet your heroes.
That's right.
Unless your hero was Gail Simone, in which case always meet Gail Simone.
Always meet Gail Simone. Sorry, I love her.
I love her too. She's very nice. But yeah, like.
So while you're going through your forms and vigorously attacking an unseen enemy, Althea comes into the room. I just want to say thank you for helping those people. You didn't have to.
It's our job. It's what we're here to do.
I'm glad someone's doing it.
I hope that we can get more people helping us in the end, but right now it's just us, and I hope that we can help as many people as we can.
Well,
if you're willing, I mean, we're going to get you to safety, because I don't think you're much of a fighter.
No, it's true. I'm not. I'm more of an engineer. But still, I'm working on a new leg for your friend. Roth has asked me to help. Are you okay? What happened down there?
Well, it was gross. I set it on fire and it got grosser. No, we were able to handle it for the most part. It got a hold of Aelfonn and there wasn't a lot we could do. Thankfully, Maktaba is very powerful and was able to defeat it. But there's only, demons. It was definitely a demon that was raised by somebody in the Empire. I don't know if it's anything you've come across when they were trying to get you to work for them. But it was a giant demon that liked eating people.
A giant demon that liked eating people? That's disgusting.
Gluttonous? Yeah, it was not. You be glad you were up here, not down there. It was quite gross. But otherwise, no, we were able to get out, and thank you for making a new leg for Aelfonn. I'm sure he'll want to be back on his feet in no time. Once again, no puns intended.
It's okay. I know he wants to get a leg up on the situation.
But I'm just glad we can help. Even if some don't seem to want to. She punches, into a thing.
It sounds like there's someone that you want to talk about.
It's fine. It's fine, you look up to someone for years and you find out they're cowards. It's fine. Punches harder. Kicks a thing, to the wall.
Alright. The mounted dummy that's supposed to be bolted to the ground goes flying. Well. Just, I don't know who this is, but this war has affected all of us in different ways. So, but I'm glad we're actually doing something now to fix it.
I mean, that's always been my mission. Protect and collect artifacts. I have to do that too, but protect people and be a beacon of good and hope in this world. And some apparently don't want to live like that anymore, but I will never give up on that.
It's very noble of you. Just remember to protect this one too.
It's not really how it works.
You'd be surprised if you can't protect anyone from the grave.
Well, apparently you can.
If you have the right cleric there or a god favors you, sure. But
She's like,
If you're not so lucky, then like the rest of us, when it's your time, it's your time.
well,
Just don't
thank
be in a
you.
rush to meet it.
I'm not, but, I will do what I have to. But I appreciate your kind words, and I will definitely meditate on them
All right.
once I am done blowing off some steam.
Understood. I'll leave you to it then. She takes off. If there's anything else you'd like to do tonight, if not, I'm going to go ahead and fast track to the morning. Yes, Petra.
Actually, there is something I could say to Sal, but I don't want to waste any. I don't want to draw anything out any longer if we don't want to.
Do what's in your heart, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Sal is upset, so she could probably use some friendship.
Oh my god, there it is.
It's magic, I hear.
I was like, where did it go? So yeah, Petra peeks into Sal's training room, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of both.
There aren't that many rooms on this ship.
She basically was like, can I take the biggest room and like turn it into a training studio? So there's like a tiny area for a bed and the rest of it is combat.
That makes sense. That's depressing. Petra sort of like walks in and like sort of watches for a second before being like, I get the feeling you're kind of upset.
Why would I be upset? Punches things harder. Actually, she's cleaning up the one she kicked back over, so she's going to put it to the ground.
Mostly because your punching bags are leaking sand at this point.
Yeah, I need to get those fixed.
Yeah. So, I don't know if this is going to make you feel any better, but how you know how the people on the Peacekeeper looked at me when I went to rescue you, and they were super excited to see me.
Yeah.
And like they thought, right? And you know me. And you know I'm a piece of shit. So
you don't give yourself enough credit.
My point is that I heard you talking to Sal'haera, and it sucks that Lucia is kind of not living up to what you wanted, but I mean, the dream of it made you what you are.
It's just, he was supposed to be the best of us, and if the best of us can't do this, then what am I even doing? This is all I've ever lived for. This is all I've ever done.
So why can't you be that hero now?
Me?
I mean, the job's open.
I hadn't really thought about it. I'm not, not as powerful as Lucia ever was. I definitely wasn't the best in the order.
And apparently, he's kind of not all he was cracked up to be. Just like all us heroes, apparently. I thought that would help.
Thank you, Petra. I appreciate it. Now I'm gonna fix my room. Do you pat her?
Pat.
Pat. Yes, there is a pat.
She just kind of stands there. She puts her hand on yours. Thanks. Thank you for being a good friend. Even if we don't always agree on things.
It's because I'm right. I'm gonna go.
Classic Petra pat.
Sal laughs.
The classic Petra pat.
Patent pending.
Patent pending. So, we jump
Is it a
to
long rest?
a long rest.
Yay.
It is the next morning. People in the hold. There are some townspeople from Brixby that were coming with you to Divinius. Gruel and food and whatnot has been laid out for everyone. Unfortunately, don't have enough rations to feed a large group like this for a long time, but you have enough for a couple meals. There is a knock on your door, Aelfonn, and of course the drugs are very groggy and coming to. Hello? You awake in there?
Maybe.
All right, coming in. He just flings the door open. All right, let's get this fitted. And he tears the covers off unceremoniously.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
All right.
Which one are you?
Which one am I? Come on. Roth, duh.
You'll have to forgive me. I'm on many, many poultices and potions and draughts.
Oh, they did it the slow way. All right. Well, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. This is going to hurt. And he pulls the bandages off of your stump, puts a pan beneath it, and pours this green fluid over the end of it. And it burns something fierce.
Yeah, I'm not going to yell for the sake of mics and earbuds. But yeah, there's probably a bit of a yell of pain.
Oh, probably should have warned you. My bad. That's on me. Sorry about that.
At this point, like, is there anything nearby that I could have bitten down on?
Absolutely. I mean, it's your bed. I don't want to say what's around your bed. Books, pillows.
Right. Probably like
Handcuffs.
a leather-bound journal.
Totes.
So yeah, I will have bitten down on that after the initial shock of pain.
Don't worry, it's almost over. Just 2 or 3 more things. He pats the area down and then puts another salve over it, a cream almost, and then dries that, and the skin looks healed. All right. Now the fun part begins. And he reaches into his bag and pulls out a leg and jams it onto your stump. All right, this is going to take some time to get it right. There's bits in here that are going to pierce your skin so it can connect to your nerve endings. This way, it'll move like you got a real foot. It's my own invention. If it decides to start dancing, that is perfectly normal. Just go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
I say as I'm biting down on the book. I'm going to pull the book out of my mouth for a moment. When it stops hurting, I want to thank you for this. Right now, I want to kind of pull your head off.
I get that a lot. Don't worry about it. So, after about an hour of almost like getting a tattoo, you know, that constant pain that kind of numbs itself after a while, you have sensation beyond your stump again.
What is the leg look to be made of?
Oh, it's don't tell the armor guy, but I used his metal. I put my own little mechanical doohickeys in there to make sure it works fine. I mean, it was already enchanted, so it was just laying there. I'll make him new ones. He doesn't need to feel anything.
Yeah, I guess not.
Might.
Oh.
Do you really want robots to feel? That's how you get an uprising. Come on.
He might get, I don't know, he might feel some things about the ship. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
No,
Thank you.
cross that.
Thank you.
Of course. All right, so you now have a prosthetic leg This is also a cursed prosthetic leg.
Yay!
So whenever there are any athletics or dexterity checks that you get a crit 1, the leg will start dancing.
All right, cool.
Yay!
This is better than giving you disadvantage on everything regarding athletics and strength and dexterity.
Oh no, I am very excited about the possibility of having to roleplay that. That is exciting.
Oh no.
Dodge out of the way of that boulder. Can't. Jigging.
Wasn't a bad dex.
Big that way.
Wasn't a bad dex check what got you in this in the first place?
Uh-huh.
Great.
The irony is not lost on me.
Just checking. The irony is not lost on you? No, it's a part of you now.
Thank you for that. You get inspiration.
We have to pick up slack. Nick's not here.
Right? So, there is a knock at the door, and Fix is there with food for Aelfonn. Do you think you can eat?
I should probably try, although I'm not terribly hungry after what I just went through.
Well, you still need to heal. I mean, sure, that was magically assisted, but the scar tissue and all that is still there.
Yeah, bring it in.
She brings you a nice bowl of, possibly porridge? Not sure, but it's very buttery in taste.
I mean, Fix, I get it. I get not wanting to go through that again. I get being afraid of your own shadow. But that's what people need to be afraid so that they can overcome it.
And I wish I was stronger so that I could be that for people, but I can't do that again. I can't have that pressure on my shoulders. I failed once in the most spectacular way possible. You've never had an entire way of life wiped out by your actions. It was my arrogance, thinking I can be the pillar. Yes, Clara.
Oh no, just being sassy. Continue.
Oh, well, you go on. My arrogance of thinking that I could defeat Ravos in a fight.
Well,
If I was smart, we would have turtled up and continued the fight. But I thought, I can be that hero. I can be the one that everyone cheers for. And, well, you saw what happened. It's gone. All of it. Because of my arrogance thinking I could be that person when I'm not.
it's not gone.
What do you mean it's not gone?
You have 2 members of your order on board the ship. 2 members who would give their lives for the order, for you. If you can't be that person anymore, if you cannot be that beacon and pick yourself up, then abdicate that throne and give it to one of them.
If either of them
Make
wants them,
them
they can
the
have
beacon.
it. They have been. They have been the beacon this entire time. I've been here supporting, making sure that you get where you need to, when you need to, how you need to. If
Then
either
make
of
it
them wants
official. Come out of hiding and name one of them as your successor.
if I come out of hiding, it'll bring down the entire fury of the Empire on wherever we are. They don't need some ceremony to take over. They can have it. It's not like
Maybe you
some...
should tell them that.
That's fair. I will. I'll talk to them. I thought they would have already assumed so much, but I'll talk to them. She leaves.
Mm-hmm.
She goes to the main console, and you hear over the intercom. We'll be arriving in Divinius shortly. If there's anything you need to do, take care of it now. And just goes off.
Saul goes to Petra and is like she seems really like awkward and nervous, and she's kind of like twiddling her thumbs a little bit.
She wants another
And
head pat.
she's like, Petra, do you have any nice clothes I could borrow? By chance? I know we're not exactly the same size, but like, I just have robes and monk, like, it's not very nice.
Why?
Well, we're going to Divinius, and Divinius is a bit posh, I guess. I would just like to look a little bit more cleaned up than I normally do. It's been a while since I've been there, and I'm a little nervous about going, and well, you know, I don't usually look very nice. I mean, I like my clothes, I like the way I look, but I would like something a little bit better. Please?
Sure. Weird, but sure. And Petra's gonna go through her stuff and help you find, I don't know, whatever you... We're gonna have a makeover montage.
Okay. So it's fun. The question is your stuff conservative or catching the eye?
I think there's a variety. So there's definitely something to choose from, but if Petra gets to choose what Sal is wearing, it's gonna be much more revealing than a monk's robe.
Can I make a deep pull?
Like, headcat.
I would love to see her in a montage like in Troop Beverly Hills, where they dress the assistant troop leader up for a party in the most ridiculous 80s revealing nightmare. It's amazing if you haven't seen it. Sorry, continue.
Saul is like, well, I don't know, I'm not really a dress type person. Never really, unless they're like, I don't know. I just want to look nice, and I'm not good at that. She like stares at Petra hopelessly.
Full offense, but like anything's gonna be nicer than what you wore. So cool.
That's why I'm asking for your help.
Yeah, I guess because I never get to talk about this stuff. Petra's standard wear is a, fair style, is that like piratey style shirt, and then a harness that like you would see for, in the modern world it might be a gun harness, but in this world it's for daggers, and leather leggings, boots, full like swashbuckler, but like make it steampunk and also make it cute. Swashbuckler, but make it fashion. So whatever you're getting is probably gonna end up being tight, if nothing else.
I mean, that's fine, because you can, as long as you can fight in it. Saul's just like, as long as I can still fight in it in a minute's moment, that's all I care about. I just want to look nice. So, Patrick gets to choose.
Yes.
You're gonna get your own pirate shirt.
You're gonna get your own pirate shirt. She definitely finds you a pair of like leather pants, and a pair of leather pants and a nice wrapped kind of shirt, sort of somewhere between, let's say, Ray in episode, I can't count now, 7, and with the wrap bit, but still not too many dangly bits.
Not too many dangly bits. That's important.
Not too many dangly bits, but definitely a wrap top and leggings. And boots.
Okay. Over the intercom,
I feel like Divinius is very into that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh, I just feel like Divinius is into monk chic.
Monk chic. All right. Over the intercom, you hear Fix asking for the four of you up there.
How difficult is it for me to walk at the moment? Like, is it something I'm getting used to?
Still getting used to. I'm going to say until you get another long rest, you're going to have disadvantage on these checks.
Perfect.
As you attune to it, as it were. All right.
So I'll probably be the last one to arrive since I'm still figuring that out. Like, how do I pants with this new? Oh, okay, that's easy enough.
Your calves are a little bigger than they used to be.
No kidding.
All right. So, do you all go to the bridge?
Yeah.
You're going to want to see this. And she gestures out the window. And you see the high walls of Divinius. And on the edge of the walls, there stands 5 arrow ships and an Imperial rook. Rooks are kind of like the aircraft carriers of the Empire.
What are they doing here?
I
How
don't
are they
know.
following us?
First of all, the Vox Prima would not have this.
Well, they got here before us, and they're staying on their side of the wall at the very least.
Okay, well, can we get around them? Can we sneak in? Can we pull in a different way? I know the city's on lockdown, but is there a way we can get in?
Yes, we actually were hailed a few minutes ago and were able to be granted passage.
Who helped? Was it just one of the guards?
Yes, they said it came with a priority 1 message. Not entirely sure who would send something like that.
Did it say who the message was for?
Just the crew of the Dragonfly.
Okay.
I don't think there's a lot of us flying around, so...
Okay, well... Then we have the right to be here, and we don't have to worry.
Let's hope their cannons agree with that.
Still, it may not be a bad idea to take us in a less than obvious approach. If they know we're here, they may not want us to leave.
Yes, definitely less than obvious. If
all right, I'll fly casually. Don't worry.
Just listen nicely to the left.
So, they bring you into Divinius, and
Not gonna lie, being greeted like this is really crimping. God, sorry, the pausing is getting frustrating on my end.
No worries. Oh, Jesus, Blythe. For those of you not in the chat, she said, "Be a leaf on the wind." That's terrible. There's a joke that goes with that, and I'm not gonna do it because it's been done. So, all right. In the middle of the city, of course, you got the high walls on the outside. The city itself is very packed, similar in style to if those of you who've seen The Last Airbender, Ba Sing Se.
Mm-hmm.
It is buildings on top buildings on top buildings. Except in the center of the town is a giant, opulent spire that pierces the heavens, and you aren't able to see the top of. You are able to find landing at the central palace. There, a contingent of guards is waiting for you. What do you want to do?
Saul seems extra nervous. Suddenly. but she grabs her staff and is like waiting.
I feel like you wouldn't sweat, you would steam.
She definitely, like, her hair is definitely like flickering a little bit more than usual. Like, things. This is not the. Saul's not always the most composed, but this is not a way you have seen her before.
I'll step forward.
Okay.
You sent for us? Priority 1?
Of course, it is there's a row of guards, all in opulent silver armor. There's, of course, the one with the big plumy red feather on top of his hat, so you know he's the captain. Yes. Naturally. Yes, I'm to escort you to the throne room.
There's a throne room?
Of course.
The Vox Prima, the leader of Divinius.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us what this is about? Or what that, as a gesture to the giant ass Imperial ship.
Those are envoys, but I unfortunately cannot say more than that. Your hosts will take it from there.
Never mind. Continue.
He leads you in this snaking pattern through the palace before you enter this giant open room, pillars all around it. 6 pillars to be precise, each one of them with a different figure. Give me religion checks, please.
Okay.
We roll in this game.
We roll play.
If you can call that rolling.
What?
That's a 6 total.
6 total, okay.
8 total.
Hold on.
We're not from here.
Well, I got an 18.
You know exactly who those
That
6
makes
figures
sense.
are. Do you want to tell everyone, or are you going to keep it to yourself?
Is it in the codex?
It is. I can read it off. I'm just curious whether you're going to withhold.
Saul isn't really. Saul knows and is like admiring them, but she seems a little too nervous about. Like, she's not like super talkative at this moment in time.
Understood.
She's kind of like. She's kind of doing one of those like. Yeah.
Copy.
Like, she's like kind of fixing her hair and like trying to brush off.
Alpha's gonna kind of give you a bit of a side eye, like, "The hell are you doing? What is wrong with you?"
Like, I look.
Oh,
She actually like cleaned off more than usual, like more than you really can on a ship.
That is part of the "what is wrong with you."
There is less dirt on you than normal.
I am very confused, but don't have time to ask you about it right now. So I'm gonna just kind of raise an eyebrow, like,
What?
This is where I find out Saul has a secret identity too.
So, as you are being led into this giant room, you see a figure that you all immediately recognize, including Aelfonn's. It is Ravos. He's standing there. Standing beside him is a man with spectacles and a very thick mustache. And they are speaking to a very slender, very slight blue woman. Give me a nature check, please, and thank you.
Do I need to make the check?
No, you know.
I know.
we're gonna use the other D20.
For those of you just joining us for the first time, Ravos is the person that destroyed the Order.
16.
18.
Okay.
And lose.
You two know that is a water genasi.
Yeah, Petra eye rolls so hard, like it can be heard.
She nods to the 2 men she's talking to and breaks away to greet you. Thank you. Was your landing safe?
Yes,
Was there anything that you needed?
Everything was absolutely lovely.
The two of you realize she's
Stumbles.
not talking to you. She's talking directly to Sal.
Just some quick questions, obviously, but otherwise, no, nothing. We weren't met with any, no one attacked us or anything.
Good. Allow me to introduce myself. I am River Tanias,
Yes.
the Vox Prima.
Saul does like a quick little bow, like, she's very nervous.
I lead all of Divinius. Not to brag, but yeah. I hope that you'll stay in the palace, all of you, for a while.
There
Yes.
are definitely some things we need to talk to you about, River.
Yes, there are. You hear a voice coming from over her shoulder. There are some things we need to talk to you about as well. Ravos kind of tucks his thumbs into his belt and struts forward.
Saul gets like suddenly a little bit taller and kind of positions herself kind of in front of River.
Rather surprised to see you here.
I'd say the same to you all as well. Hope your trip wasn't too rocky.
Should it have been? Do you know something we didn't?
No, I just know the skies are dangerous. But enough foreplay. I want my scientist back. And my officer that you kidnapped. And my scientist. There's the other scientist.
We kidnapped.
Yes, he went
Buddy,
there
they
for
came
negotiations.
on their own free will.
And you flew off with him.
That's not kidnapping. That's taxiing.
I'm sorry,
At most.
Clara, you broke up. That's what?
God fucking damn it. It's fine. The moment's gone.
Taxiing at most.
Taxiing. Okay, cool. Really? Well, I'd appreciate if you returned Officer Rios to us and he can return to his post. I'm assuming he's a prisoner of yours.
Yep, definitely a prisoner. Ah. Sorry.
Saul kind of laughs a little. Like, there's a moment she's gonna like.
We don't take prisoners on board our ship.
Well, obviously you do. You've got 4 of them.
No, we don't. 2 of them are there quite willingly. Actually, 3 of them are quite willingly there. They made choices to be there.
You took off with my scientist, Dot, and Rios, one of our officers.
Yeah.
If they want to stay on your ship, then I'd like to speak with them.
I don't see how that's any of your concern.
It's not. It's absolutely not.
River injects herself between the 2 groups. This can be spoken of in due time. Right now you're here to speak with me, and we will handle that. The rest of you, please, the captain will lead you to your rooms where you can be more comfortable. Was there anything you needed before you left?
Yes, I left something, a personal item, back on the ship. I'll go retrieve it and be back.
Understood. Just so you guys don't forget, you have a cargo hold full of people from Rixby that need a new home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That Saul's going to talk to River about that.
Yeah, I figured that was a private conversation moment.
Yeah.
Just making sure we're on the same page.
Not in front of Ravos.
He is just staring at you, unblinking the entire time.
I wish my Zoom background would make it into the podcast so you could see that Jason Momoa is staring at me intensely.
Jason Momoa also doesn't break eye contact.
No, never. I don't think he has eyelids.
He does.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Just sexy brow furrows.
Mm.
Having too much fun with this. Okay.
All right. So, the captain leads you back to the ship so you can reclaim what you need before heading off to your chambers.
Cool. At this point, I'm going to quickly gather Rios and the scientists and kind of give them the skinny. So no one panic. No one panic. Ravos is here.
3 of them look scared, and Dot does a very poor job of also feigning fear.
I hate Dot so much.
Oh no, that's awful.
We're working on finding a solution. He knows you're here.
Well, I guess if he knows we're here, the jig is up.
Dot, I will restrain you if I need to.
I'm on your side. I'm go Pirates.
I'm going to assume I don't need to make an insight check on that.
Yeah, no, she is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My favorite thing that has been said in this podcast so far is "Go Pirates."
Go, go, Pirate Rangers.
We'll be working on a plan to get you safely off the ship. I prefer him not know exactly where you are.
What if, just hypothetically speaking, we wanted him to know? I'm not saying that's true.
Dot, why are you going to make me do this?
Do what?
Yeah, I'm gonna lock her in Petra's room. So that's kind of our brig.
Right.
Okay, she struggles furiously against you. Give me, which is better for you? Let's do an athletics check.
Oh Lord.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
dear
no.
God.
There are 2 dumb stats.
It's
Strength
fine.
and charisma.
It's fine because with being Bard, I'm actually not. It's not a terrible roll. It's just not a great roll. Yes, let's use this die.
Doesn't it count with your? Aren't there leg issues now though?
There are leg
Yep.
issues. She had a 11, so beat on
Okay.
an 11.
And I roll with disadvantage, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got a 10.
Oh my God.
Okay, she breaks free
Remind me
and
why we're hanging on to her.
Because we don't want her to give away our secrets
Ah.
to Ravos.
she breaks free and is running down the ramp. I'll give you one more chance to tackle her before the guards see.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. It's gonna be real cute.
All right, she
So,
got a 9. Beat a 9.
Oh no.
That's a 1.
Oh no.
So, tell me what happens.
Oh. So, as I turn and pivot to try to grab at her before she leaves, my right leg pivots, but my left leg stays still, and then immediately starts doing a bit of I don't know how familiar you are with ballet terms, but a pas de cheval, like a horse step.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And then like trying to basically do almost the Swan Lake pas de trois or pas de quatre, the little the dancing foursome.
Poor little swans.
Yeah, it's trying to do that, but only one leg. And I fall on my face, and that's fine, because that's how my rolls have been going.
Okay. She gets down to the bottom of the ramp. The guards see her, and they look very confused. She tells them that she was a prisoner of yours, and that she belongs to the Empire and wants to be taken back.
Good.
Ugh.
Good.
She was the one that was a prisoner. The rest weren't.
I got nothing.
I say as I'm getting up, she was never a prisoner. She was free to go whenever she wanted. I'm gonna lie.
Okay.
From the floor with your leg, just like.
Why not?
Go for it. It's what you're good at.
Right?
It's not a
It's
dig, but
no, you're not wrong. Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
Yes.
they're very confused on what to do. To which the captain says, well, if she's part of the Empire, we'll give her a room and sort this out. This is...
Would you believe she's insane?
No. I mean, she hasn't said anything crazy, but...
Wait for it.
Ask her about chocolate.
Oh shit, yes. Hold on. Wait. Can I roll for this?
Roll for chocolate?
No, I want to roll for a really blatant gaslighting situation.
Oh boy, I don't know what we'd roll for gaslighting.
It's I think it's like it would be a bluff. I'm lying to the
Yeah, go ahead and do it. I
guards.
think it's deception, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. So that is I can do basic math. That's a 21.
Jesus.
For
Okay,
deception.
so what is it you're trying to get Dot to do?
So as Dot goes running down the thing, down the ramp, I'm gonna run slightly after her, just like make a half-hearted attempt and be like, oh fuck, I'm sorry. She was exhibiting signs of a very rare memory issue, and she's getting fantasy confused with reality, and she thinks she's aiding she's a double agent, and she's been helping the other side with this chocolate plot.
I
It's weird.
see.
I don't know. We were studying. We had scientists trying to help her.
Scientist. Trying...
It's really sad.
I mean... Okay,
We were trying to be cordial to the chocolatier.
And he looks down at Dot. And Dot's like, no, I mean, I know a lot about
For
chocolate,
yourself.
but, you know, they were keeping me against my will.
Were they? Were they really, Dot?
Yes. Ooh, hold on one second.
Wait, what does she think about her supposed amazing Galena saying all this?
Hold on one second. I've got to reorganize.
Yeah.
We got a
Yay!
Maktaba.
Nick!
Save us!
Yeah, seriously? Holy cow. Help us all. Things have already gone wrong.
Shocking
leave
no
you
one,
alone.
we're already off the rails.
I leave you
Everything
alone
is
for an
fine.
hour and 20 minutes.
Everything is fine. How are you?
So, who wants to update Nick
This
on what's
stupid
going on?
conversation.
Well, we went to Saul was angsty about Lucii. Aelfonn has a robot leg, but it's cursed and will dance if he fails things. Petra's
fails.
being like really nice, and it's some really great character stuff happening. But yeah, we landed in Divinius. Ravos is here. He's accusing us of having prisoners. And Dot is trying to say she's our prisoner because Aelfonn rolled a 1 on his athletics check to restrain her. And now we're gaslighting her into thinking that she is telling the guards that she's not okay in the head and that she thinks she's a chocolate double agent. And yeah.
So, you know, regular night at D&D.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
much. I'm not sure I caught all of that, but okay. Why don't I just be quiet for a moment, and then I will dramatically enter as the scene progresses.
Sounds good. So, the captain of the guard, he doesn't know what to believe. You're feeding him one story, she's feeding him another. She seems kind of like, why are you betraying me, Petra? You're my friend, like hurt puppy, almost.
Nope.
The
Fully
guard.
committed to this.
Okay. All right, I'm going to need to put you in the brig just for the time being, so we can sort this out. And you, is there anyone else on that ship?
No.
Deception. Poison, thank you. Gotta be a 14.
I mean,
You forget, this is what I'm good at. That's a 23, bitches.
All right. If there's no one else on the ship, then all right, let's head back inside then.
Yes. Good call. Yes, I will be right there. I'm just a little slow, the leg. How long does the dancing last, by the way? Is it for a certain amount of rounds? Is it till I get a short rest?
Just like 3 to 6 seconds. It is very much eats up your action.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Love it.
So yeah, if he rolls a crit fail on dexterity check or strength check, both of them, then the cursed leg dances.
Okay.
And for the day, while he's still adjusting and getting used to the new leg, he has disadvantage on those checks. So.
I did not think we were going to need an athletics check at all this game. And yet.
I'm the GM that keeps on giving.
And here we are, Robert.
All right. So the captain leads you to the rooms. They are just as beautiful and opulent as the palace itself. The windows open onto wide balconies. You can overlook the city. You can see the spire beyond. You each have your own separate rooms. Yes, Petra.
I hate to be a stereotype, but is there anything shiny and not nailed down?
Absolutely.
I'm just going to make a mental note. Continue.
Okay. Yeah. You could easily clean up, as it were.
Okay.
In the rooms, you find a bowl of water with a washcloth in there and what have you. Check out the rooms. Do you do anything in your rooms?
I mean, Sal is freshening up and wants to speak to certain someone.
Understood.
I don't think I have anything. I don't have detect magic. I'd like to do a normal search, though. I'd like to search for any kind of listening devices.
Perfect. Give me an investigation check.
Because I don't trust Lando.
What are you talking about? You can always trust Lando.
That's a
So look out for Lando.
17 plus a 6, so it's 23.
All right. Looking through the room, you don't find any listening devices, but you do find some wards.
Can I make an Arcana check to determine what those wards are?
Absolutely.
Sure. Now you're rolling well. Stupid dice. I mean, I love you. That's a 17.
Okay. You're able to identify those as wards of protection and privacy.
Good. Well, that's one worry off our minds. We can talk freely in here, although I was kind of hoping we might be able to get some kind of listening device into their rooms.
We all have separate rooms.
Yes.
After Petra tosses a few of the easily missable things into her bag,
Of course.
she's
the
gonna
cleaning
swing
people
over
did it.
she's gonna swing by Aelfonn's room.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say you've gathered 300 gold worth of missable things because, again, you are in a palace. So.
It's just decorative ashtrays.
Sal regrets leaving you alone.
Look, they're not gonna miss it. I am relieving them of their earthly desires.
Okay. So you go over to Aelfonn's. Shortly after you close your door into Aelfonn's room, there's a knock at your door.
My door?
No, at the door that you've entered, at Aelfonn's door.
Oh.
Hello?
I have a package for you.
Who sent it?
The Vox Prima.
All right. I kind of gesture to Petra, like, get on the other side of the door frame and just be ready, just in case. Like, I don't trust it. And I'm gonna go ahead and open the door casually.
Okay, and you see a very thin man, and it's not as protective as the guards' equipment, but still opulent. And he's holding a package with a bow around it.
Thank you.
Aelfonn Doric,
Yes.
right?
Yes, that's me.
Okay. Here you go.
Thank you. Do I tip you?
No, sir. You're in a palace. You don't need to do that. You're a guest.
Well, I'm glad to see you're well taken care of. Thank you.
If you peer out the door, you see that there's a cart behind him with other packages of similar shapes and what have you. He bows, claps a hand to his chest, and clicks his heels, and turns and raps on Maktaba's door. Mr. Nick, there's a rap at your door.
Come in.
The door opens and a thin man in a palace uniform enters, carrying a box. He moves into the room. Where would you like this, sir? Maktaba?
I'm sorry. I did not order anything. What is this?
This is a gift from the Prima. The Vox Prima.
Well, over on the desk would be fine.
Okay.
How big is the box?
Oh, it's not very big. About 1.5 by 1.5. About another foot deep.
Okay.
He leaves it on the desk, claps a hand to his chest, clicks his heels, and bows.
Blessings upon you.
Blessings to you as well, sir. Spins, knocks on the door to Petra. No answer to Petra, so he just enters the room, leaves the box on her bed. Leaves again. There's a knock on Sal's door.
Hello?
Package for you, ma'am.
Oh,
It's a gift from the Prima. The Vox Prima.
okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Takes it.
Clicks his heels, turns, and leaves. So, you all have these boxes. What do you do?
I will go ahead and open it, but I didn't realize that I was here in the palace. I thought I was on the ship. That's why I was laughing when he said, "No, there's no one on the ship."
Oh no, there's a lot more people on the ship.
There's so many people on the ship.
You've got the 3 scientists, you've got Fix/Lucii, and you also have people from Brixby still on the ship.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're packed with people.
Sorry, I kind of had you do that thing where you follow the group on auto-follow.
Sure. No, it makes sense. So yeah, I'll open the box to see what this gift is.
The rest of you open your boxes, except for you, Petra.
Yeah, Saul opens.
Yeah, I'll open
checks
mine.
it out, opens it.
All right. You open the boxes, and it is a outfit. Looks like it's tailor-made for you. It is very beautiful, very fine material. And you see inside there's an invitation to a dinner tonight with the Vox Prima.
Oh, well, they do take care of you here, don't they?
Saul
I just feel weird when people think they can dress us.
Are they? Obviously, we're not all looking at each other's, but in terms of what sort of an outfit is it? Is it like a high-class version of the robes that I used to be wearing? Is it some other outfit? Is it in different colors?
So imagine if your imagine if there's 3 tiers of clothing, like what you normally wear is like tier 1. This is like tier 3 of your normal clothes. So if you normally wear robes, this is like made of fine, material, and it's got a nice trim to it. It fits just right. If you wear like a doublet or anything, it's polished leather and looks really nice. The boots are clean, the whole 9.
Okay. I'd like to do 2 things. One, I would like to spend 10 minutes and cast Identify as a ritual and see if there's any magic affecting these garments. Any spellcraft that is part of that. The other thing I would like to do is determine what I know about Divinius and the Vox Prima and whether it would be offensive if I did not wear these robes, as they go against what I believe in.
Okay. So you go through and you cast your spell, and these are essentially considered masterwork clothing. They're not enchanted in any way, shape, or form. They are just made of higher quality material by high-level craftsmen and women.
Okay.
What you know of Divinius is that it is a nation with walls, and lots of walls. The borders of the actual territory have walls, and each city has walls upon walls, closer to something like Attack on Titan, if you've seen that, where you've got your outer walls, then each district has their own set of walls, and then the keep has their own walls. So it's very closed off. They closed off their borders entirely after the war, choosing to just worry about themselves and no one else. They restricted all trade and movement as well, and have just become isolationists entirely.
Strong caste system?
Yes, but it's a religious caste system. So there are 6 main towers that dot the land, and there are cities surrounding said towers. Each tower is dedicated to one of the 6 gods of their pantheon. The main one is in the city of Icario, which is where you're at right now, and that is the Great Mother. The Vox Prima is essentially the ruler of Divinius, but she rules alongside a council, and the council is a representative from each one of the other gods, because the gods live among the people. Or at least so it says. And as far as wearing the clothes, that it is a good idea to wear them, especially when you're in royal company and what have you, and the clergy. While as you're a member of the order, it would not be taken as offense by the Vox Prima. There are others within the court that might see that as kind of a douche move. Really? We gave you nice clothes. You can't see fit to wear it for one evening. Come on.
Yeah. I'm sure they've had to have that happen before.
Oh, I'm sure.
I sent you a Slack.
Did you now?
I did.
Okay.
Has a question. But...
Yes.
Okay. So then Saul puts it on.
All right. Aelfonn, Petra, was there anything you two wanted to do?
Well, Petra came in there to talk to me because I'm loaded.
I just don't like being alone with my thoughts, bro.
I could have guessed.
I mean, like, sorry, but like, I would like to have a team meeting before this happens. Gestures vaguely at the clothes.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I think a plan of attack is the best way to go. I mean, a formal dinner is nothing but a battleground over niceties and wine.
All right.
That is an in-character look, by the way. Yeah, Petra's gonna peek out to run to the knock on the other doors and grab her gift, because now I want to see what that dress looks like.
Okay. You run over to your room. You grab your gift. Do you open it in your room?
No, I'm gonna open it in Aelfonn's room.
Okay, take it. You run over to Aelfonn's room.
Yeah. We're having a team meeting. Fuck it.
Nice. Sal, you hear from the wall a very familiar voice. I picked that one out myself.
Like, yes, I was just hoping we could have some more time to talk one-on-one instead of at a dinner.
You turn to see that it is River, who is in your room.
Mm-hmm.
How have you been?
Well, you know, life on the road is hard, but mostly okay.
You know, you don't have to be on the road. I don't want to start something.
River,
I know we've been over this.
I can't just I can't abandon my mission. You know, as much as I care about you, you're safe here. You'll always be safe, but I have to make sure that everything is safe for everyone else.
She crosses the room and embraces you.
Saul kind of like pats her, like hugs her, and is just like, I know, I miss you too.
I want you to be safe.
And I am. Mostly.
Mostly?
Well, Ravos has been a bit of an issue.
What has he done?
Oh, well, I don't know. I guess maybe I shouldn't tell you that story. It's fine, really, it's fine.
She locks eyes on you. You can't hide things from me. You know that. And if there's something that he's done, I need to know.
We may have come across him, and I may have done the big hero thing and let my team get away, and I may have been kidnapped by his men for a little bit, but I'm fine, clearly.
You were kidnapped by his men?
Like, I was trying to make sure that my team got away. I couldn't just, you know.
She lets go of you, turns her back on you, and walks over to the window.
Saul follows her.
This is why you should stay. This wouldn't happen if you just stayed.
River.
And there's a knock at the door. It's Petra on the other side. Because she's got that kind of timing.
Saul has her hand on River's shoulder and is just like, I'm sure that's one of my teammates. I'm sure they're extra skeptical of everything that's happening right now.
Skeptical? What has happened to you all?
The world isn't... listen, the Empire Engine is planning something bad. There's a lot we need to talk to you about. And also, they don't know about us?
Of course, no one knows. And she turns and like she nuzzles you, puts her head under your chin.
She's like, I know.
Yes, Petra.
How thin are the walls?
There's a ward.
There's a
privacy ward. You perv.
Making sure.
Ward check.
They're just not used to trusting any of the powers that be. We discovered some things about the Empire Engine and things that they're planning, and listen, I hate to ask this of you, but we may need your help.
Of course. Well,
also, we may have half of a town that needs a home because a giant demon.
Town?
Yeah, a demon kind of.
What are you talking about? What?
The Empire Engine is up to something very evil. And they attacked a town, and we saved them. We fought it, we won. I'm fine. One of our members may have lost a leg, but...
Lost a leg?
He's okay now. It's fine. We had a scientist.
I'm
fine, see? I'm fine. Look at me. She's like,
now,
I'm not hurt.
For now. That could have been you.
But I would rather it have been me, but there's only so much I can do.
I'm sorry. I can't... Maybe this was a mistake. I need to go.
No, River, no!
And she's going to go back out the secret passage she came in.
And Saul, is there like another more impatient knock at the door?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Petra rap.
Saul answers it,
That's
but she
also
looks
patented.
she looks very kind of sad. And is just like, but she's in the nice clothes. What is it?
Team meeting in Aelfonn's room.
Okay.
Real quick, point of order. Any of you that are wearing the clothes are going to get a +1 to any charisma checks you make. And you will have advantage on any charisma-based checks you make to commoners not within the castle.
Alright, I'm looking for the dress I used for the portrait of Galena, and I cannot fucking find it, and it's making me annoyed.
I feel you.
I won't have a 0 to charisma.
What?
As long as you wear the nice clothes.
Or I won't have a -1 to charisma, rather. I'll have a 0.
But these are restrictive. So if you go into combat wearing these clothes, they will get ruined. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. They are for show.
Yeah.
Hey, we've all seen that diagram on how to take a dress and fold it so you can sword fight in it, right?
Right?
Yes.
I can count on one hand the times I've sword fought.
Well, that means it's a non-zero number.
Not a dress.
True that. So, the 4 of you go to Aelfonn's room? Yes? No?
Yeah. Sure. Or I'm already there, so.
Okay. You all join.
Good. So, Petra and I thought it might be a good idea to get an idea of how we're going to handle this dinner.
That
Petra's
is
changing
a
behind a
good
screen.
idea. Jameson, I'm not going to wear the clothes, but what I will do is I will take one piece. So if there's like a holy symbol, or like sometimes like fancy robes will have like a stole or something that goes over, I will take one piece that I can wear in addition to my other robes.
Okay. That's fine. You can kind of piecemeal. You're not going to get any of the same effects that...
I don't want them.
Okay. And no, there are no holy symbols on any of your clothes, as they would not presume on your behalf.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just take like the clerical, I'm sure there's a word for it, and I just can't think of what it is, because I'm
Sweat
not a
rag,
religious
yeah.
person. Yeah.
The thing that goes over your arms, and you just pat yourself in the head when you're hot. Yeah, that thing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's how I've always
That's
used
the
it.
one.
Yeah.
All right, well, if that's what you're going to wear, Maktaba, at least let me spruce it up a bit for you. And I'll use Prestidigitation, because the cantrip I got at our level up, and kind of clean up his look a little bit. Just give it a zhuzh.
All right, you clean out some of the blood stains that were on there. Some of the frayed edges are not so frayed, and some of the holes are patched up. So it looks...
That's cleaned and pressed.
Nice.
That's why Prestidigitation is pretty much the best spell.
It's the best spell.
I'd say it really pressed that clothing. What?
Well, everyone who sees it will be impressed.
Ah.
I'll allow it. I can never think of a reason to use Prestidigitation, so I'm happy someone fucking did.
Oh, I use it all the time. It's my favorite spell.
Yeah,
Every time I play a
as
wizard.
an RP spell, it's phenomenal.
Never use it.
I could do a TED talk on all the uses of Prestidigitation. I digress.
I want to watch that, but yes.
So, we're clearly dining with the enemy.
Listen, River, the Vox Prima is open-minded to our cause. We just need to talk to her without Ravos there.
Okay.
So I'm asking for background knowledge here. Would we know? Because I'm just coming out that as a player here. That sounded like Sal has a secret relationship with the Vox Prima of Divinius and slipped up and called her River rather than Vox Prima.
But none of you know that, as far as you know, Saul has never had a romantic relationship.
Right. What is, I guess what I'm asking is River a name that would it be known as like the given name of the Vox Prima, or is that like a pet name or something that we wouldn't necessarily...
That's the given name.
It's her given name, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't...
Okay.
but most people aren't on a first name basis with her, is my guess.
Yeah, she didn't call her a Boo Boo Kitty or anything like that.
Right. Okay, okay, but it could pass as just like a slip, like you might say, oh yeah, Barack. I mean, the president
do you want
wants
insight?
to.
Do you want insight, Saul?
That's true. You could. I mean,
well, of course I do.
Yeah, I kind of want. Yeah, calling like the queen, Lizzie, is a bit.
Yeah.
Jarring.
Liz. I mean, Queen Elizabeth.
Do I need to roll anything if they're inciting me?
Do you want to oppose it? Do you want to keep this under wraps?
I mean, she's trying. She's upset right now, but she still doesn't want them.
Okay, give me a deception check, and that'll be their target number.
Oh, God. Do I get advantage on this right now because it's charisma related?
No, you get a +1, and they're not commoners. So.
Yeah, what was your charisma?
Oh, snap. I rolled a natural 18.
All right.
Nope. I just think she slipped up. Faux pas, don't do that at the dinner.
Yeah, me too. I got an 11, so it just seemed like, oh, okay.
Petra?
Same.
Okay. 15.
Thank God.
All right, so first point of order, I wouldn't call the Vox Prima by her first name at a royal dinner.
I'm aware.
Good. So we have an opportunity here. We can confront Ravos with his crimes in front of the Vox Prima. Make a spectacle of it. Basically put him on trial. He may not be expecting it, could knock him off guard, and could make him look less in the eyes of the Vox Prima, which is a good thing for us.
Yes, but we have no evidence of what we're accusing him of to make such a spectacle. If we had the papers, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we have to be anywhere. We could at least use tonight to learn what they know and then go to her without Ravos in the room.
That sounds like a better a better course of action.
I want to know what he knows and what he thinks we're playing.
So what's the plan of action?
I can play nice.
Can you? I'm sorry.
I can. I just don't want to, but I can.
I'm sorry. We've been not to hold your past misgivings against you, but we have had bad luck with you and Empire affiliates.
There will be lots of wine. Maybe that'll help. These things are always extravagant.
So far, the invitation just denotes dinner, that it's not a ball or a feast of any kind. Just dinner.
I don't think that we have much choice but to accept. We are here asking for favors, and we must present our case as best we can in these circumstances.
I
Aelfonn,
agree full-heartedly.
can you play extra nice?
I put on that Barty Disney smile.
Attaboy. So, just to recap, because my audio keeps coming in and out, we're spending tonight on reconnaissance.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we regroup afterwards, and tomorrow we figure out and tomorrow we lay all this shit at at the
Vox Prima's
feet.
Yeah. I think, like, try to see what we can learn.
Cool. Also, Maktaba, why aren't you changed?
I have everything I need. And I will wave the stole.
Sal kind of sighs.
Good.
Petra, wait, did you bring the package with you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I left all the clothes in the room except for the stole, which I'm wearing
Oh.
over my regular robes.
I'm gonna go put that in my bag.
Give me a perception check all around, please.
Oh no.
Two. Perception. Where are you? There you are. Oh.
Oh.
Ha! That's a 6. I don't see shit.
Natural 20.
Dope.
16.
22.
16, 22. Okay. Any of you that got higher than a 15, you hear shouting coming from outside the window.
I
is it?
rush
The
over
window.
and look out the window.
You look out the window, and you can see the front gates of the palace, and there are a lot of people there, and they are angry and holding up signs and shouting at the guards.
What are they shouting?
What do the signs say?
Yeah.
They are the message that you're getting from the signs and the people shouting is that they want Divinius to open up. That they've been closed off for too long. The war is over. We need to open up trade and family. There are family on the other side of the walls that were locked out.
Well, that's information.
Well, something we could potentially use to our advantage.
Is it are the guards essentially just hanging out behind the walls and the portcullis, or is it like, are they violently turning these people back, or
No,
are
they're
the people violent, or are they just loud and protesting?
loud and protesting, non-violent. Both sides, they are standing behind the portcullis, and they are just keeping their distance.
Okay.
You might not have been here for this, but earlier we had talked about how Divinius had closed their borders after the war. So anyone that was on the right side, it was there and stuck, and they haven't had trade with anyone else.
Okay.
I don't want to make a presumption about their political situation until we know what the Empire is planning, because I would hate to convince someone to open up their borders only to have the Empire just flatten them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wasn't going to bring it up tonight, but it is a bargaining chip we can use in our private audience with the box we met in the morning.
Just don't push the issue too hard.
Are we going to do something about Ravos, or are we just going to let him hang?
Well, we can't do a lot while we're here. It's a neutral ground. But if we can find out more about him, or maybe you can do some of your, sneaking about. Find out where he's staying, find out what you can. Make sure he doesn't talk to Dot.
Oh, thank God. Yeah. I don't know if do we know if Ravos knows? I honestly don't.
I don't know if we would know if he would know she's off the ship.
It's possible
I'm
that someone
going-
may have sent a missive to him, but you wouldn't know.
So,
Okay.
All right. So, is there anything else you are going to talk about or want to do before we move on to the dinner?
Not that I want to do, but something to note.
Mm-hmm.
And let me know if this affects the bonus at all. Aelfonn can only wear the right boot.
Okay.
The left leg will not fit in the boot, is his excuse. It's also going to be a conversation starter, so if someone asks what happened to your leg, you can tell them about the demon that bit it off, and maybe see if you can get Ravos or his people to sweat a little.
Wow, that is... Okay.
I'll do it with a smile, though.
Of course. Oh, you mean
So
this
proud.
old thing? It's actually very new.
Thanks at S-Sprockets.
Do you want to shine it up so maybe it catches the light?
Oh,
Don't
absolutely.
ever change.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, prestidigitation so it's gleaming. Like, yeah, like almost like silver. Like, it's beautiful.
Absolutely radiant.
Okay. All right. Anyone else going to do anything or want to do anything prior to the party?
Nah.
How many daggers can I fit under my clothes?
You can fit...
Well, if this is the upscale version of your regular clothes, all of them.
That is true.
Unless this now has a corset.
You
In
can
which
fit
case-
one dagger.
Okay, first of all, I can hide many things in a corset. Second of all, one is fine.
Okay. Is it going to be a regular dagger or is it going to be a crystalline one?
Regular. I don't like the unstable crystal one.
Okay. Cool.
Mr. Stabby and I go way back.
Saul kind of stashes her unignited staff, where she's like, River's used to me always having this thing, so she's just gonna always have it.
Keep it in your clutch or something?
I was
She
wondering,
keeps it on her. She keeps it from her belt, basically.
are you
No,
wearing
do
it
it.
down your back like Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
there you go.
Yes!
No, it's not ignited, so it's just like a.
Well, that's fine. I mean, it's still...
Spinal support.
You can put the hilt back there.
It's like it's a double-sided. It goes. Choo, zero.
Just don't turn it on.
Yeah,
Back
no. No, cheap.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's anything else, that's all.
Two things. One, I will have my crystal dagger tucked into the back of my belt, like normal,
All right.
where it isn't seen, but I usually have it with me. I am walking with my staff as per normal as well, and I assume that has also gotten a nice polish and clean up from the prestidigitation. That's why no one uses the spell, because
It's too damn hard
impossible
to
to pronounce.
Yep.
But the other thing I wanted to know is, from my time previously with the order, do I have any contacts or correspondence or someone who I would know who might live in the palace or who might be in the city as either an order contact or a theologian or anything like that?
Absolutely. Yes. I'm going to say yes, you do have a contact, not necessarily in the palace, but in the city itself.
Okay.
That you have gone to before. How do you feel about it being possibly a bookkeeper within the city?
Sure, that sounds great.
All right. So he's not going to have like the underworld information, but he'll have the word of the people and what have you. And I'll let
Okay.
you build him out
Yeah,
how you'd like.
we'll figure out a name and all that stuff.
Cool. All right. Anything else? You said there was two things.
One was the dagger and the other was that,
Dagger. Okay.
or my armaments rather.
All right. So, time passes, but before long, you're summoned for dinner. As you are led to the dining hall, you see that you're among the last to arrive. Standing there, of course, is Ravos in similar gear as your own. The mustached man next to him with the glasses is also there. Along with and you would all know this, the Vox 5, who are the council, essentially. Each one of them represents a different one of the gods. And the Vox Prima.
Mm-hmm.
As you enter, they all stop, turn, and bow. One by one, they introduce themselves to you. Starting with the Prima. River, of course. Going down the line is Marcus Armstrong, Bradley Salem, Kane Fell, Olivia Fairchild, Athena May. Don't expect to write these down. They're in the
Yeah.
page 4 and 5.
So, like, it's going very fast.
Page 4 and
I'm
5 of the
looking at 'em.
Codex. Don't worry. And then you get over to the Empire, and Ravos introduces himself. And oh my goodness, where did I do? Okay, there it is. And the man with the mustache introduces himself as Archibald Ulrich, the president of Raiden Tech. Those of you that are joining us
Do
for
we
the first
know
time.
that?
Well, he says that he is
Oh.
Archibald.
Cool. Mhm.
Good. Great. Everything's great.
Everything's great.
So you're allowed to
Are we in the
mingle.
room?
Oh, yeah.
There's no way I can like turn around and walk out of the room.
You could. I mean, it would be noticed, but you could leave.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna avoid him.
That's my go-to. So,
Just sit very far away from him.
Yep. I have like a cool facial scar from the whole death thing, so maybe you won't notice.
okay. He immediately crosses the room once you've all been introduced.
You're gonna
And
keep turning so the scar is just all you can see.
Scar first, that's how I enter a room.
Yep.
And he makes a beeline straight for you, Aelfonn.
Aelfonn?
Mm-hmm. That is an amazing leg. What is that? And he squats down, and his spectacles have smaller glasses that drop into place.
If you'll excuse me, I'd rather not talk about it much at the
Oh.
moment. It is new, and
This tech
I'm a
is
bit
amazing, though.
shy about it.
I'm absolutely sorry. Can you tell me who made this?
To be honest, I didn't catch his name. Her name.
His name?
Her name.
Okay.
Their name.
And really, what's in a name?
I don't even know my own name. Who is this? Who am
A
I?
rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
I don't know if you'd like a deception check on that, but yeah,
Yes,
I'm
please.
not telling him shit.
Love the-
But that is a charisma thing, so I get a +1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is 13 plus 1 is 14 plus 7, so it's 24.
Okay, 24. All right, good.
Yes. Unfortunately, I didn't
You got
catch their
19,
name. I was
so-
screaming at the time.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll talk to everyone here. We won't mention your leg at all. Well, excuse us. Sorry about that.
Oops.
I love the idea that that was in character though. His name, her name, their name.
Mhm.
What's in a name? That worked.
So he turns and
Persuasion
leaves.
is magic. Mm-hmm.
Ravos is enjoying wine, talking
As
to
he
some
leaves,
of the Vox.
that's when Petra.
Go
As
ahead.
he leaves, that's when Petra reappears at Aelfonn's side.
Whoosh.
Saul is being a little awkward, not knowing how to mingle. She's doing she's eating the little treat cheese plate things awkwardly in the corner. These have never been my functions. Never been good at this.
All right. So, before long, dinner is served and everyone is seated. Of course, you all have assigned seats. And Maktaba, you are placed between Archibald and Ravos.
Twitch.
The rest of you are interspersed between the Vox 5. And somehow, River's at the head, of course, but Sal is to her right. So just somehow. Who knows how that happened. Crazy that.
Well, someone had to be.
I mean, yeah.
Really weird.
She's not going to leave that seat empty.
Yeah, it had to be filled.
So, the starters come out. It's a nice soup. It's very warm and delicious. Everyone drinks it in silence. Just some slurping.
Is there one?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Before your glass can ever be 2/3 empty, it gets refilled.
Just the most
Because
awkward
I do
dinner.
have a plan.
You thought the
also
one
want-
with Vader and Solo was bad. No.
I want to note that this is the first time you ever see Saul sip any wine, because Saul doesn't normally drink.
So before long, Ravos pipes up. So I hope you've given some thought to our offer. He's talking to the Vox Prima. You saw the ships at your borders. Those Aeronites. 4 of them are yours as a gift from Bellum. All we'd like is just to open up trade again.
Quite a gift.
One of the
Saul grabs River's hand under the table and kind of like gives it a gentle squeeze. As like a...
She was not expecting that. I rolled a nat 1 on that. She... Oh.
It was supposed to be like a nice thing. Like a concerned, like, girlfriend thing.
Oh, yeah, no, you're absolutely right, but it's under the table. She didn't see it coming. And it caught her a little on surprise. Yeah. Let me check my notes real quick. Okay. All right. Athena pipes up from the other side of the table. See? This is what I'm talking about. We need to open these borders.
A gift presented in such a fashion is much the same as a dagger presented blade first.
Ravos turns.
No matter how beautiful the workmanship, it is still a threat.
They're uncrewed. They were towed here.
I wonder, though, what value do weapons of war serve when the war is over?
As Maktaba stated, and he does know your name, a dagger, yes, can be used for war, or it can be used to cut meat or bread. What you use it and how you use it are entirely upon the wielder.
I don't think an Aeronite is quite such a household object.
Archibald chimes in. You're absolutely right. That's we're working on something really neat, really cool from Raiden Tech. It's not quite ready yet. We didn't want to give prototypes out because, well, you give a prototype and something goes wrong, and then it's all us on the blame. You don't want that to happen. Sorry. Yeah.
Maybe I do. Saul doesn't say that. She just kind of thinks it to her party.
Nah, please do.
But yeah, we have something in the works. This is just, they're decommissioned warships. You're right, there's no war. They could use it for trade to get their people across the waste.
Regardless of their use, the message is that such powerful items are of no concern to be given to recent enemies. It's a statement saying that even though we have given you these warships, we are not concerned that you would turn them against us. We have no treaty, but it is a method of saying we do not fear anything that you could do, and that should frighten you into acceding to our requests.
And what, pray tell, are your requests? I'm sorry, what is your name? Maktaba?
I am Seeker Maktaba of the Order.
He kind of goes pale a little bit when you say the Order. Oh. I'm sorry about war. Just sorry about war.
Saul just kind of looks at him and he's like, "Oh, does that make you uncomfortable?"
Oh, absolutely. Us at Raiden Tech, we're here to advance
like, I'm also
society.
a member. She just kind of goes, "I'm also a knight of the Order."
Ha! Two nights at... He looks over at Ravos. 2 nights at one dinner. Who knew? Ha!
A seeker and a knight,
Does
different
that
titles.
concern you?
Nope, not at all. Like I said, Raiden Tech, we are committed to making amends for the war and helping advance society. The war is over. You know, we're not going to say, you know, who won, who lost, who was in the wrong. But we can still heal the wounds if we come together.
Is that why you started making copies of our weapons?
Well, yes, I mean, they're elegant.
Shoddy ones at that.
Well, I mean, the ones that are on the market are less than ideal, but you don't want something like that in the normal citizen's hands, do you? And those are made for cooking.
I mean, do you? Do you want that? Do you want your citizens to have the power to fight back?
I mean, they have their own swords, and we haven't taken their weapons. I mean, we've had unity and peace in Bellum and the Servo. I mean, all of our nations are prospering. And with our help, we'd like Divinius to also prosper.
Not what I saw when I was there.
Very interesting. You are prospering with the help of additional forces.
How do you mean? I mean, Raiden Tech is prospering. The nations, they're prospering because our technology is really, it's whiz-bang. Just saying. It's amazing.
It's just interesting that you're prospering off of technology you swore to hate.
Raiden Tech swore no such thing.
Decided that you didn't like magi or magic.
Listen, the thing with magic is that not everyone can do it. But math. Everyone can do math.
Everyone
It's
can
universal.
have magic when trained properly.
Petra, you look like you want to say something.
Nah, just being sassy. Continue.
All right. Your sassy self.
Math, such as ritual or using runes or arcane items in order to advance your sciences.
I'm sorry. How do you mean?
I'm curious. I am a seeker of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
What is the source of your advancements post-war? Not that I wish to infringe on any patents, but it seems as though there have been many changes and advancements and perhaps inclusions.
Yes, I actually, if you'll excuse me, I have brought something to the table. Show and tell, as it were. And he reaches into a bag and he pulls out what looks like a copper rod. Behold, a battery. Lightning inside of that.
How did you achieve that?
Science.
Sounds like magic.
Well, there's a saying. I won't get into it, but it does look like magic to those that aren't trained.
Bitch, I'm super smart. I don't know what you're talking about. That's my best stat.
But you're not a scientist.
Yeah, but Saul looks clearly offended because, her and Maktaba's job has been to, obtain knowledge and log it, and...
Oh, yeah. A lot of your knowledge...
Can I Arcana check it?
Absolutely. Go ahead. Arcana check away. Aelfonn, you've been oddly quiet this entire time.
No, Aelfonn has been listening. He's also been drinking. But since he's had experience drinking, not to get drunk, make it look like he may be getting drunk.
Oh,
Yeah, no, Saul is, sipping it very, tiny sips. Like, the person who doesn't want to get drunk at a drinking game, but wants to look polite.
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled a 23.
All right. You detect no arcana emanating from the battery.
Okay.
That certainly seems like very interesting knowledge.
Yes.
This is something that came about from your factories.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have an application for this wondrous achievement?
Absolutely. We've got this new thing. It's called a wheelabout. It goes. It has no horses. Right? I know. No magic, no horses. One big wheel, and it just... Zip! You're off.
Interesting.
For kids.
For kids.
Bless you, Nick. That is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Tell you what. I like you, Mako.
Saul's face.
Maktaba.
There's, anger.
Sorry. Maktaba. He goes into his bag, and he pulls out a journal. I want you to have this. A gift. And I don't know how to present this so it's not offensive, so I'm just going to put it on the table. I don't know how a book can be a dagger, but there you go.
I appreciate the knowledge, but may I ask what the book is in reference to?
Oh, yes. It has some of our first prototypes for the battery, I'm calling it.
Seems a violent name for such a interesting item.
Well, the idea is that normally you'd have to pull something or push something. This bats it from the inside, a battery.
I see.
Very
What's up, Petra?
descriptive.
Oh, she froze. Oh, no.
No.
I mean, we're still workshopping the name. I mean, if you got something better, we'd love to hear it. I mean, heck, if you want to take a tour of one of our factories, we'd love to have you, Maktaba. He kind of says every syllable of your word.
I would be very interested in such an opportunity to expand the knowledge. Do you have a facility here, or would this be back in your homeland?
Well, that all depends on the Vox Prima here. If we are able to open up trade, perhaps we can set up a factory in Divinius.
I would like to take this moment to interrupt, like, drunkenly.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to pick up my wine glass.
Mm-hmm.
This is something I never thought I'd see. Two sides dining at one table, talking like civilized people. I never thought I'd see today. Truly, it is all due to your wisdom, Vox Prima. In honor of this momentous occasion, I would like to perform for you a song that I have recently written.
Oh, you don't have to.
Oh, it's a gift to you for all of your generosity.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
you don't have to.
Oh, but I'm going to.
Yes, we could do with some music.
So here's what I want to do, and I
All
will
right.
let you decide what the roles are going to look like and how well it works.
Okay.
I basically want to do the play from Hamlet or something like that. I basically want to sing a song that I'm going to make up on the fly, basically laying out subtly all the guilty shit that I think Ravos is responsible for, including the summoning of demons. So I want to frame it in our last venture of fighting the demon, but layer in things that we would only know if we were on the right track to make Ravos feel really, really uncomfortable and maybe give something away.
Okay. So something like this, I'm going to say, is going to be a 3-part attempt.
Yeah,
All right?
absolutely.
You got your first act, your second act, and your third act.
Sure.
With each act, I want you to tell me what you're trying to convey, like as concisely as you can.
Okay.
And then we will make a perform check to
All right.
see how well you're able to take your feelings and history and share them with the group.
So the first act is all about basically doing a brief summary of the conflict. I'm going to call it a conflict since we're in a time of peace.
You're gonna waggle your fingers off.
Yeah, more or less. And start there and show that it looked like there'd be no way for there to be any kind of reconciliation because of basically I want to paint Ravos as the aggressor
Okay.
to kind of remind people of what his past deeds were. So like, yeah, sure, it was a war and there are bad people on both sides, but really like, did you see that guy?
This guy killed younglings.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm going for.
All right.
All right.
This is going to be DC 10. Real easy.
Yeah, that is a 12 on the die, so it's 22 performance check.
Okay. You do so, and it evokes the imagery that you're expecting.
Good.
Ravos picks up his drink.
Second, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I
second.
just want to ask a quick question
Yes.
here. I was looking in the codex and I didn't see it. What is Ravos' specialty for magic? Like we know Luciai's was illusion. Was Ravos conjuration, evocation,
I believe it was
necromancy?
No, it wasn't necromancy. I believe he was a evoker. But
Okay, I thought it was either that or conjuration. I didn't recall, but thank you. That I just was trying to connect some dots in my head.
No,
If
not a
it's
problem.
possible to sink under the table, Petra is fighting that.
Fight not to sink. Gotcha.
Clear.
All right, so the second one. Oh, go ahead.
Other thing though, while this is going on, besides Ravos, I would like to be checking on people's reactions to the song.
Sure. Okay, looking around the room, you do see that everyone is paying attention to this song. You do get kind of a weird vibe from Athena May, Archibald, Ravos, and Kane. They all kind of seem to be finding other places in the room to look at. Not necessarily that they're bored, but they're just like, all right, yes, we've heard this one.
Okay.
So, second part.
Second part is going to be all about our battle with the demon.
Okay.
And I'm going to include imagery, like heavy imagery on things like hunger and demon and devouring and things of that nature. No, I'm sorry, there's not going to be the demon yet. Demon will be in the third act. So the second act is all about life after the war and how it appears that the Empire Engine's hunger cannot be satiated. Or appeared at least that way.
Okay.
I'm kind of leading up to a reconciliation of the third act, but the second act is it seemed like nothing would ever satiate their hunger. And they were thought of as demons and basically trying to hint at, we know what you did. We fought it, we killed it.
Understood.
Be afraid of us. All right, and this is what's my DC?
DC for this one is going to be 15.
Okay, that is a 17. No, 17 total. 7 plus 10.
All right. You stick the landing on that one. Ravos drains his drink and is immediately refilled. He's starting to get a mean drunk on.
Okay.
The mood in the room is definitely shifting to uncomfortable territories. All right. Anyone going to do anything on this before we start the third act?
Can I... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, Saul is just trying to comfort River. Like,
River is kind of freaking out.
yeah, she knows. Like, Saul knows that, like, this is hard for her, and Saul had no idea that Aelfonn would pull this. So she's just trying her best to, like, keep River calm and telepathically, like, Aelfonn,
are you telepathically linking with River?
Yes.
You get screams coming back at you. Stop him, stop him, stop him, stop him. This is going to be an international incident. Stop him.
Okay, as I can read your mind, I can read his. I'll try my best. And you get Aelfonn in your head. Please stop. This is bad. This is a bad idea. Stop it now.
Bad, Aelfonn. Bad.
Just like, listen, I guess I could read everybody's minds right now if I wanted to.
If they were permissible to it, yeah.
Yes, I could try. But yeah, she's like, I'm getting the vibe that some of the Vox Council isn't super into this. I think it's causing some panic amongst them, and I know you're not trying to panic them, you're trying to panic Ravos, but maybe this wasn't the right move.
Have her look at Ravos. Look at the guilt on his face.
No guilt. He's smirking and drinking.
His soup is fascinating.
He's just you feel more than anything else a dark cloud emanating off of him. Like, you've been in that room where someone's pissed at you, but they're like, no, this is fine. Keep going.
Not gonna give you the satisfaction.
Sal, did you tell all of us that, or was that just to Aelfonn that, hey, stop, cut it out?
If I don't get anything back from Aelfonn, she would go to Maktaba and be like, please make him stop. Try to get him to stop. This isn't helping anything. And then meanwhile, still like under the table, just like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, mate. Like trying her best.
Where are we all sitting in relation to each other?
We'll say that Maktaba is. So imagine if
Cold.
it's gonna go every other seat. There's one of you. So the first seat to River's left is Archibald, then Maktaba, then Ravos, and then you, Petra. And then it's going to go to the Vox and what have you. And then Aelfonn's going to be on the other side of the table, ending with Sal on the right side of River.
Okay. Sal hasn't said anything to me, so this is embarrassing, but fine.
This is fine.
Before, can I do something before Sal reached out to me?
Sure.
I would like to stretch my foot out under the table and contact Aelfonn and use that touch as a conduit to cast Enhance Ability.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and give him Eagle Splendor so that he has advantage on charisma checks.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. I love it. All right. So, Act 3.
Okay.
DC on this is 20 to stick this landing.
Please, God. Thank you for the advantage. I'm going to need it. Okay. Act 3 is the fight with the demon. I'm going to equate fighting the demon with fighting the animosity between the two warring nations. And that we here are as brave as we were fighting the demon. And only by slaying the demon of this animosity, like we are doing at this dinner table, will we see a brighter future. And the one to lead that charge is the Vox Prima. Stick the landing. Hopefully not like Carrie Strug. I already have one broken leg. I don't need to. That is a 23.
There you go. You stick the landing. Everyone is silent. Except for Ravos. He is applauding. Slow, big toothy smile. Stands up. I love that one. It's a great song. Sorry, you were, I'm sorry, what was your name again? Allie or something?
Aelfonn Doric.
That's right. Aelfonn Doric. You know, we should have you perform in the capital. I think you would make a killing.
Perhaps.
I want to see if this is is this an act, or are any of the other people that we're concerned with sweating or displaying emotions that might show that they're trying to cover something up rather than
Okay.
I understand that some people are angry and it feels like, who are these assholes who just insulted one of our guests? But I want to see if there's anything else going on under that.
Understood. So yeah, give me a perception check.
I would also like to do a perception or insight.
Insight. There we go. That's better.
It's just a weird reaction compared to other people.
Sure.
I'm not going to do well. Oh, okay, never mind.
13.
23.
23. Wow.
See, I can't do math. Math is not universal.
But you got there. You got there. Now cast Fireball. See, you've proved my point. All right. So with a 13, unfortunately, you're just getting surface level information that any of the Vox 5, you can tell 2 of them were very offended by this action. One of them was very indifferent. The other 2 didn't even seem to notice. You can tell Archibald is kind of watching Ravos to see what he does. And
Well, of course, because he's looking right over me.
Right. So he's like, what's the play here, boss? Is the kind of the vibe you're getting. And you can tell that, yes, everything that Ravos is saying is dripped in venom and anger.
Okay.
Can I do something kind of drastic?
Why not? Let's do it.
What course are we on at dinner?
You've started the main course.
What is it?
We'll say it is a vegetarian affair.
God damn it.
Oh, okay.
Now continue. No, continue. It's fine.
Okay. It looks like it's a nice, almost like a not a lasagna, but like a medley of some kind. Sorry, I didn't prepare the actual menu.
How
I'm
dare
assuming
you?
I know.
my hope is it's saucy.
It's like a ratatouille.
Yeah, there we go. Ratatouille.
All right.
Why not?
I'm
I
going to
have
have to
no idea if that's all veggies.
roll for this,
It
but
is.
It
feel
is.
like it's going to
Okay.
do
And saucy.
some
Super saucy.
super saucy. I would like to drop my elbow onto the edge of that plate as hard as I can and see if I can, or at least make it look like an accident, and fling it onto the person on next to me who isn't Ravos.
Yeah, totes. Give me an acrobatics check for this one.
Saul is upset.
I just need the attention not to be on whatever's happening right now. Well, that was not great. Is a 14?
Oh yeah, 14's good enough to say you've got a spoon in there and you actually go thunk. It goes flying at the person next to you. We'll say that it's Marcus Armstrong. He gets up. Oh, what happened?
Oh
Did it
my
get away
God.
from you?
I'm so sorry. That was such a mess. I was so enraptured and just like trying to diffuse whatever is happening with Ravos, and also like turn away from Archibald and like.
That's a wonderful idea. He reaches down and gets a scoop full of the ratatouille, and he pitches it across to Kane Fell. It hits Kane in the face.
Wait, Archibald does this?
Archibald does this. I'm sorry, not Archibald. Sorry, Marcus Armstrong.
Oh, I was
Marcus. My bad. I've got them next to each other. Marcus does this. He's one of the Vox 5. He pitches it across to Kane, and Kane is just seething. He is imagine the guy from Ratatouille, the food critic.
Yes.
That's what he looks like. He gets up. Is that the way you want it, Marcus? Well, then so be it. And he then throws food across the way at Marcus, and then a food fight erupts.
I'm going
Food.
to duck under the table and
Okay.
signal to the rest of them to do the same.
Well, that's no fun if you guys duck under the table. They're going to notice that.
Saul pulls River under the table. It's
Oh,
like,
she
"Get
goes. She
down."
sinks.
Yep.
Ravos does not move, even though like flecks of like food is hitting him in the face, and he is just locking eyes with you, Aelfonn.
I'll keep that eye lock.
Okay.
I want to grab the book that notes that Archibald gave me
Yes, Archibald.
to make sure that it does not get food splattered, because that would be sacrilege. But I have a question on your interpretation of the spell command.
Okay.
So the spell command specifically indicates that it's a one-word command to a creature you can see within range.
Mm-hmm.
Can that word be part of a... I guess what I want to know is, do you subscribe to the intent, or do you subscribe specifically to the word? So, for example, if I were to command Ravos to express himself, would that cause him to erupt with his emotions, or if I commanded him to reveal, or would I have to actually say a single word that meant unburden free your anger, or whatever?
I can go with the feeling of it, but it'd be better if you could articulate it in a single word. So if you have something that is like, well, word for express your inner emotions. What's the word for that? Like, not
I have it.
Oh.
Confess.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Oh.
That's tasty.
Yes. All right.
So, so what I will do is I'll turn to Ravos and say, as if you are blameless in the conflict, I think there's something that you should confess.
Oh God!
The reverb, the command. So it's a wisdom saving throw, and my current DC is 15.
Oh boy. Oh man. Let me pull up the stats for this guy. Oh boy. All right. I got him.
I don't want to be between you guys.
You're not.
Well,
You're not. You're on the other...
Petra. Yeah, and Petra's
Oh,
already
thank God.
pissed off at Maktaba, so
Yep.
I mean, technically, he's between you two.
yeah.
Oh, that's not better.
So, he got a... I really wish we were in person. 17 on the die with a +2 wisdom.
That's fine.
No.
Okay.
That's fine. So he resists. That's fine. I totally believe you. There's no reason for you to lie.
Okay. He's gonna detect that you've used magic on him.
Okay.
How dare you? And the food almost just like stops midair. And the tone that was jovial and kind of fun falls out. You dare
How
to use
dare
magic on me?
I
am a guest. And this...
You dare to confront me after what you have done to me and my order? How dare you?
So at this point, Sal is gonna get up from under the table and like keep River close to her because she doesn't want her to like. She's like, just stay close to me, and comes over and is like, Maktaba, Ravos.
You're not going alone. There's no way that River is letting you handle this.
No, I know.
It is one of those where like you're like, stay here. She's like, F you.
No,
This
no,
is my courthouse.
No, also, Saul doesn't want anything to happen to her. Like, so she wants River to come with her.
Yeah, she's going with, and she isn't interjecting herself between the two, standing in front of Ravos and.
Yeah. Saul
Maktaba.
interjected herself in between the two.
He cast a spell on me. He tried to use his magic. This is why you can't trust mages. This is why I'm glad the order was wiped out.
Saul is like, listen, normally I would really want to punch you in the face for saying that.
Disgusting
Maktaba?
piece of waste.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. A duel, then. I demand satisfaction.
No.
Then apologize.
Both of you need to calm down. Not one of you. Not. You can talk about this as civil humans.
The captain of the
after you've
guard
calmed
has
down.
come over. The other guards have drawn their weapons. And they are essentially creating a wall between the two of you. The captain interjects on Ravos' behalf. I'm sorry, but he demands satisfaction. It's only right.
I think they both need a moment to collect their thoughts. before they can talk to each other, and there can be no duel.
Dawn.
Done. Choose your second and get your affairs in order.
Saul looks at Maktaba.
He turns and leaves. Archibald's kind of like, oh, we're going. Okay, bye. And takes off too. A River spins on her heel and gets like right up in Maktaba's face. What is wrong with you?
I apologize, but I could not stand to be in the presence of the man who killed everyone I know.
It was
and
war.
Destroyed the knowledge of the ages. And he was placed next to me. I apologize for the dishonor and the that I have shown you, but his culpability cannot be ignored.
You're right. You should not have been placed next to him. That was an oversight. I was distracted. I need to be more focused. Be
I'm
that
sorry,
as it
Sal.
may.
Saul looks at River and is like, what does that mean? She has a very sad look on her face.
I have not been giving my duties their full attention. That will change. Regardless, you won't be allowed to leave, and you must face him. If your seconds can come to an agreement of some kind, then we can call off this duel. But if not, then it will happen.
She looks directly at River. She's like, you know exactly who his second is gonna have to be.
No, I don't. I don't seem to know
would
anything
not
anymore.
Ask you to risk yourself on my behalf.
Maktaba, I'm not gonna let you fight him alone.
That's how duels work. He's going to fight them alone.
I think you misunderstand the point of a second. They're supposed to negotiate peace. Perhaps someone a bit more warm and charming, he picks up the glass again, may want to be.
Yeah, you're so good at negotiating peace.
Petra raises a hand from under the table and now not under the table.
Marcus grabs you by the hand and helps you up.
Yeah, that's fine. I agree with Maktaba, and I can be your second if he is willing to let me be his second.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
I'm just saying that you all are guests. I wouldn't mind stepping in as your second. I know I don't really know you, but you seem important to her, so I'd be happy to help.
You've made a friend. A friend.
Just covers face.
Oh, okay.
Boy, I made a motion. I made a motion, and everybody seconded it.
Saul just kind of looks at Maktaba and is like, I cannot believe. If anyone must fight him or duel him, it will be me. I will go in your place.
No, the code is clear. The chat made and accepted, and no talk of champions was permitted.
Well,
That can change.
I will face him unless circumstances change.
I cannot lose another friend or other people who are important to me. And she shoots a look at River. Right now.
We see that one, right?
Give me a perception check, you two. Insight.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, insight. DC 10.
18.
That's a nat 1, so it's fine.
Maybe you accidentally drank more wine than you thought? You're like, this is like fake drunk. Oh no, I'm actually drunk.
I think a bit of that is also a bit of gloating that I was the one that caused this to happen.
Yeah, that's true. I'm never gonna let Maktaba live this down.
I can't take
this one wasn't my fault.
So I got a 23. So I clearly see that Saul looks over at River. I think.
I'm not about to lose anyone else. You can't fight him.
Well, then his best option is to have Petra get him out of this.
I can't stand by and watch the one who betrayed our people, who destroyed our monastery, our library, our collection of the wisdom and knowledge of all peoples and times, smugly apply his magic and expertise to a group that he should know better and guide them towards a demonic invasion. And if this is the only way to stop him, then I will take this opportunity.
Point of
Are
order.
you finished?
A demonic invasion? I'm sorry. What do you mean? That's River.
Yeah, I know.
Zip it, Your Highness.
You'll have to forgive her. She's not used to these kinds of things. We'll explain it in the morning. However, I think Petra should be the second. And I think perhaps the idea of champions may be a best idea. We have someone who may be able to hold their own against Ravos.
Oh shit, we do.
Out of character, you devious son of a bitch.
It took way too long.
Cool.
I believe that I should retire. What's the I mean, Your Highness is probably not accurate.
Vox Prima.
Your Prima.
Your Prima?
Mm-hmm.
Your Prima, again, my apologies. If you have any questions, I will be at your disposal. I will be happy to speak with you further. But I also have some affairs that I must resolve tonight as well.
There are many questions and many I will have answers to. But you need to focus on this task. Live through it and we will see where it goes. I will speak to your compatriots if I have questions.
Very well. My friends, I will leave the task of a second to you. It will be difficult to reconcile myself with Ravos, but if any are up to the task, I know it would be you.
It's not Aelfonn.
Damn. He's right there.
Oh, Sal's real mad at you right now. I'm sorry.
At Aelfonn or me?
Too.
This.
Aelfonn started it.
Yes, I feel so bad being mad at Joey, though.
It's okay. I feel bad being mad at Nick, but Petra's furious.
Well, yeah,
really
I absolutely, and you should be. I will excuse myself, and I apologize for my part in making this such a memorable evening. And I will bow and excuse myself.
All right. You are immediately escorted by 2 guards directly to your room.
Fair enough. My plan is to sit down and write some letters and kind of get some affairs in order.
Understood.
And we can talk about that outside.
Okay. Oh yeah, one of the guards, as they bring you to your room, lets you know that somebody will be by shortly to go over your preparations.
If they could bring some stationery and a pen,
Of course.
I would be very grateful.
Our scribe will be here shortly. We've had to wake him.
Thank you.
Did you want to appoint your second?
I believe that my companions will discuss the matter.
I will check with them. For both your safety and your challenger, guards will be posted outside your doors. So you will be safe till morning.
I thank you.
Guard claps his chest, clicks his heels, bows, and turns. Takes off. So the three of you, who is going to be the second?
For negotiation purposes?
Are we in private at this point? We're back in our private residence.
You guys we can say that you've gone back to your private residence. If you'd like, you all want to go to one room.
Yeah.
You won't be allowed into Maktaba's room. Only
That's
one
fine.
of you will be.
He's not important to this duel.
Whomever you've chosen to be the second will be able to.
Before Saul retires, she just kind of gives River a look, and it's like, I'm so sorry, and heads with them.
Not as sorry as I am.
I don't... Just kind of in telepathically, she's like, you just don't...
I thought things had changed. I thought things could be better, and I hoped for the best, but...
I hoped they could behave themselves for that dinner. That one dinner! She's like, I'm... Never want this to be your life. And she just kind of keeps walking.
All right. She lets you go. So, do you all meet up back in Aelfonn's room?
Sure.
Saul
Alright.
is mad.
I am
So-
going to turn that bird into a pie.
Don't think you all understand the opportunity that we've been given.
Aelfonn,
What
I told you to
fucking-
stop!
I wanted to show the Vox Prima exactly who she was dealing with.
She knew.
I
She knew perfectly well.
I don't mean Ravos. I saw there were more than one of her council who were equally as uncomfortable by that performance.
Her You should have trusted me. You should have trusted that when I asked you to stop, I asked you for a reason. Now it's all ruined. So it doesn't even matter. Now, Maktaba might fight to his death. All because of you.
Maktaba's not going to fight that duel.
He better not.
Fixes.
Yeah, you think you can convince that coward to face... Okay.
The opportunity to right the wrong, to get direct vengeance on the one who destroyed everything he held dear. The only person who could potentially stand up and win against Ravos. The duel that never happened. Or did it happen? It happened. I take that last line back.
Wait, did
That's
it?
okay.
I couldn't remember.
So real quick, just to recap, the duel did happen between these two, and it looked like Lucii was winning, and then the attack happened on the
That's what
the
it
order,
was.
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of broke him.
Yeah, I just didn't remember if Lucii. I knew that the duel was a false or a
Fate.
distraction. I just didn't remember if he was there or not. Okay. You want your hero back? You want your order back? This is how you do it.
I agree that Lucy should fight the fight and not Maktaba. I just don't know that he'll agree to do it.
I mean, Lucy is an illusionist. It doesn't have to be Lucy fighting.
I mean, it might be a better show if he is.
Those are chips we have.
I'm gonna say it again, but slower.
Though, I mean, it might be a good idea to reveal who he is. To show that the
Or-
great hero has returned.
Maybe someone could fight and pretend to be Lucy. If you haven't noticed, he's a master illusionist. Waiting for it to click.
No, I
Spell it out.
That's all it's
Explain as you would a child.
I'm assuming you're saying disguise one of us as Lucy. I like that idea, but none of us are strong enough to take on Ravos. Lucy is.
Yeah, but I mean, kind of lost the first time, too.
He lost on purpose.
Well, yeah,
It can be assumed.
Did he?
lost on purpose. Could be assumed. If I could fight him myself, I would. You've gone robot. No.
Oh no.
My interpretation of how I read that story was always that they were battling each other to a standstill, and then when the attack came down, that distracted Lucy, and so they lost the duel, so to speak, because they were suddenly confronted with hundreds of voices calling out and suddenly silenced, so to speak.
You're not wrong, but it's also unclear whether or not Ravos was holding back. And yes, for those of you in chat, Ravos is kind of our big bad evil guy.
Sorry, I was just thinking about something that a friend told me a long time ago, which is, you have to meet the field. You have to go on the field and fight with honor, but there's nothing against the rules about taking everyone to dinner out the night before to a questionable seafood restaurant.
Or having Lucy fight as Maktaba. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Master illusionist.
She
So
says again.
Sorry, Saul. I'm playing it as Saul is in a state of emotion.
Oh yeah, we
emotional
all are.
state.
Saul is very upset because her girlfriend might be breaking up with her.
Well, it's always been kind of rocky, and now
Which is weird for a fire and water Gensai.
right?
Genasi? Yeah,
Genasi, I'm sorry.
that's all right.
I'm sorry. Did our international affair get in the middle of your relationship?
It hurts.
Yeah, that's why I paused and apologized out of character to Blythe for saying sorry. I just ruined Sal's
Love
love life.
The one
Well,
which
I feel
Petra has
like-
picked up on.
Oh yeah.
Well,
But only Petra.
look at this way.
No, Maktaba saw it the
Oh,
second
yep.
time as well. Yeah, only Aelfonn is still in the dark.
So we're in agreement. You would like to have Lucy fight in Maktaba's place as Maktaba.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
If that's what he chooses to do. I would like to see him fight as Lucy, but if he won't do that, then at least fight him as Maktaba.
I mean,
Well,
like there could be
it
a
also if
reveal.
they won't agree to champions.
that too. Yeah.
So who wants to ask Lucy? Do all three of you want to go together?
I want. My suggestion is that Saul goes to ask Lucy, and I'm gonna go talk to Ravos.
Because you are the second.
Okay,
Because you
so
are
you're
charismatic.
going to be designated as the second. All right, cool.
And Aelfonn can sit here and think about what he's done.
Everybody's so upset.
Okay, let's handle this one at a time. Let's go with Petra first. We'll do that. So you're going to go speak. You're not actually going to get to speak with Ravos. You're going to speak with his second.
Ravos is second.
And in this scenario, you go to Ravos' room, and you are allowed in. Ravos is not there, but sitting there in a crisp uniform is Dot.
What the
Fuck.
You're more
Why?
charismatic than she is. She falls for everything.
I know,
General?
but also headache. In character headache. Where is Lucia? Where is Ravos' second?
I am Ravos' second.
Why?
He's picked me
Why?
because have proven to be a loyal ally and loyal to the Empire.
If I push Dot out a window, is that like against the rules of
Usually it's bad form, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you
Just
could.
curious.
She's an NPC
Petra
with no
looks at the
levels.
window. Petra looks at the window. I'm sorry, what?
I'm his second. He's chosen me. After I told him everything about this, he divulged that you are not an undercover agent, and you have not been. And you lied to me, and I ate chocolate. I
was good
hate
chocolate.
Were you upset
The Empire agent hates everything good.
that?
Now I want chocolate.
Right?
Hey, we all know someone who hates chocolate,
No,
so
not sorry,
it can be a thing.
Yeah.
Ravos and believed.
Oh no. Petra's frozen
Robot.
for me.
I am connectivity. Sorry. I know.
There we go. Okay, there we go.
I'm waiting. Wait, like, we're good. We're
You're
good.
good,
yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
And you, okay, I give up. Okay, fine. What's he want?
An apology. Simple as that. Maktaba must apologize before the Queen, to the Queen, and to Ravos.
I feel like that's going to be very hard to get to happen on account of Maktaba's kind of a stubborn asshole. Also, I forgot what Maktaba's requests were beyond. He wants to fight, I think.
No.
We didn't really discuss them.
We can
so-
rewind, and if you want to go talk to
Yeah,
Maktaba
can
first.
we rewind and just double check?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, yip, 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 yip.
We want a champion, or no? We can do that. I'm dumb. Never mind. I'm gonna stop talking.
We have a backup plan if champions are not allowed.
Yes.
Okay.
I realized after I said it. Like I. Also, I'm not there.
Okay, so knock on the door. Tap, tap, tap. On Maktaba's door.
Yes,
The
come
guards.
in.
Let you through.
You proud? You happy with yourself?
No, I am not. I fear that I have let my temper get the best of me. But what has happened cannot be undone. And if this is what must happen, then this is what will happen.
It didn't have to happen. Trying not to be racist here.
It's okay. Focus. What are you here for?
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm mad. I'm not even mad. I'm disappointed. You're supposed to be better than this, and you couldn't hold your temper for one fucking night. I have to go talk to
Petra?
this.
I have been holding my temper, as you say, for 5 years, knowing that the man who killed everyone I know and love, with the exception of my crew, has been aiding an enemy who wants to destroy everything that I hold dear. And when he was sat next to me, I could not bear what he has done to you, to Aelfonn, to Sal, to Lucii, and innumerable others any longer. This is a failing on my part. You are correct. And I do not bear any ill will towards you for being disappointed or angry. I deserve your feelings.
What's it going to take to make this not be combat tomorrow?
If Ravos will make a statement regarding his culpability, his treacherousness, and expose the plans that we know he is a part of, then I would agree to not combat him tomorrow and provide an apology to the Queen, to the Domina, Prima, for disrupting her event and accept any punishment she sees fit.
Would you accept a champion fighting in your stead?
Guys, I'm sorry, I don't think that Maktaba would.
I know, I have a backup plan.
We
Oh,
all
good.
have-
Okay, excellent.
It involves chloroform.
Does this rag
Here.
smell funny to you?
Yeah, here, drink this milk.
Maktaba loves milk.
I could not allow another to place themselves in danger in my place. The error was mine, and the consequences must be mine.
I figured. I'm not telling you the plan, by the way.
I know. No, I understand. I have a big wall in between what Nick knows and what Maktaba knows.
That's full culpability. An admission of full culpability, or at least the part they played. I can do that, I think.
That is correct.
Do you also want him
Okay.
to admit to the whole demons thing?
That's the idea.
Well, that was part of the whole admission of,
Okay.
of what he was doing.
All right.
All right, fast forward. Let's pretend that happened.
Okay. So Dot's sitting there, smug in her crisp uniform.
Shut a window. How big is the window?
Not
Floor to ceiling.
It's a very tempting window.
And very low rails. Who knew?
Come look at the view with me. No, I'm.
Do you see that star?
Look at the stars. Before we get to the negotiation, just a quick question. Who else did you tell?
I've had a full debriefing. Not that it's any of your business.
Okay.
Traitor. At least when you were dead, you were useful.
You know what? I'm not gonna approach that one because frankly, you want to come look outside? No, I'm not gonna push out a window.
So the only thing that Ravos wants is an apology from Maktaba made to the Prima and Ravos. That's it.
I don't think that's going to happen. Maktaba is very set in their convictions. And frankly, Ravos is so any chance that Ravos would make a statement, release a statement about his actions during the war, and furthermore his involvement in Project Maven, the Maven Project.
That's no. He's already made an open statement as to the war. It was war, and you have to do what you have to.
Big fat lie, and you and I probably both know that.
Well, that's just not going to work. So, I guess we will see Maktaba in the battlegrounds at noon or daybreak.
I want to slap her so bad.
Start another duel.
Double duel. They can't have the second duel if the first duel's still going on.
I mean, Petra will kill Dot pretty quickly.
I'm about to do it now. No, it's fine. I figured as much. Hey, Dot.
Yes.
You're a slimy little asshole and nobody likes you, and I'm glad you ate all that chocolate. I'm gonna go now.
Well, I didn't enjoy myself at all. All right,
What's the point?
Jump to Sal going to the ship. Doesn't take long to find Fix. They're sitting in the essentially the engine room, tweaking and fine tuning the Dragonfly.
Fix. I have something to ask of you.
All right. What?
Maktaba got himself into a duel with Ravos tomorrow.
What? And the illusion drops instantly. He runs up and grabs you by the shoulders, singeing his hands, I'm sure. But you can't let him fight tomorrow.
He won't accept a champion. I already tried. Petra has a plan to get him out of the way, but you must fight as Maktaba in his stead.
Fine. I can do that. Maktaba... Here. And he takes off an amulet, and he hands it to you. Give that to Maktaba, and he'll be able to appear as Fix. But
He won't agree to it, but okay.
Don't put him... Handle him, and I'll handle Ravos.
Good. I'm glad. Glad that's just... It's been an evening. This is at least an ounce of some good news.
Yes.
If I could fight him myself, I would, but...
No, this is... Maktaba's the best shot for the Order to restart.
Yes, I know.
It's not a slight against you. But your life isn't in danger at the moment, and his is.
I can't lose anyone else.
He reaches into a compartment that you thought was solid and pulls out 2 crystalline blades. He ignites them. They're golden, of course. Well, what color were Maktabas again?
I would know. What color? They're blue, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, you use your dagger. I don't know what you said. If you said what
Yeah,
color.
I didn't choose a
Okay.
color. In my head, they were kind of yellowish, but if
Perfect.
No, they can be.
Lucia's
Mine are also
golden,
yellow.
that's fine.
All right, that's
Yeah.
fine. He closes his eyes, meditates on the blade, and it changes to the same hue that Maktaba's is. Take care of Maktaba, and I'll take care of Ravos.
It's a deal.
All right.
Please don't die again. I don't know that I could handle that.
Or at least this time actually die.
Damn, Petra. You've come in here and told me that Maktaba's dueling my ex-husband.
Yeah, love is a bitch, isn't it?
And he will not yield.
No, not without Maktaba making a fool of himself, apologizing for nothing.
And of course Maktaba won't apologize because of principle. And so that's why I'm doing this.
Yeah. Try not to die.
Good tip.
I would, like I said, I don't think I could handle that again.
Right. I need to prepare. I haven't fought in years.
Good luck.
Now we're gonna get a training montage with
Yeah,
Lucia.
I was thinking that fortunately Lucia is an illusionist, so it's going to be a great montage.
Mhm.
But Saul is going to make sure Petra... So Saul is going to give the necklace, the amulet, to Petra.
Okay.
And it's like, this will make it look like he looks like Fix. Lucy, I agreed to fight in his place.
I'm on mute. Can we meet? Are we meeting at the ship?
I want to say we're meeting, yeah, like somewhere kind of secretive.
You all could meet on the ship except for Maktaba.
I want to meet on the ship.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, am I allowed out of my room now?
Are you? Have we decided you are?
I have to get the ball gag from Aelfonn's room. Is there, for lack of better, a better word, is there chloroform on this ship?
Give me... What would be a preparedness check on this?
My headphones just failed. I'm super sorry if you get like a echo.
It's okay.
If it is there, I believe that Petra made it.
All right. All right, tell you what. High or low?
Hi.
Okay. You don't actually have anything prepared.
That's fine. Is there a blunt object I could hit Maktaba over the head with?
Totes, yeah.
Awesome. I'm sorry, Maktaba.
You're not going to prepare some sort of anesthetic or something?
Can I prepare a sleeping potion?
I'm just saying we have scientists on board.
Yeah,
is
that's true.
Oh,
Yeah, let's prepare a sleeping potion.
I mean, Roth had the instant carterize thing just ready to go. Like, he might have a draught.
Okay.
All right,
So you go to Roth to look
Let's
for a sleeping
do-
potion?
do that then. Thanks, not like.
Sleeping potion. I don't think I have anything like that, but you said it's from Maktaba, right? I do have this.
Mhm.
And he pulls out a very big handkerchief. If you put this over his head, he might fall asleep.
I have been trying not to make bird brain jokes all night, so
All right, fair enough, fair enough. Give me a couple hours. I think I can whip something together that might put him out.
Awesome.
Do you want him mobile or just, like, near dead? Like, how out are you wanting him?
How
Weekend at
fast...
Bernie's or...
I love that play. How fast... I'm more concerned about how long it takes for him to wake up.
Well, again, it's going to depend on what you're looking for. Something like a Weekend at Bernie's, he's out for the day, but mobile. You can move him around and such.
Yeah, let's take that. Oh, no. I need something that'll make him wake up fast in case shit hits more fans.
Okay, well, I do have a death drought that I can make for you.
Yeah, let's go with that. No one has ever had any problem with death draughts ever.
Okay, but this one's kind of tricky. You give him the first dose, and it pretty much kills him. It's like it kills him, doesn't actually kill him. If you forget to give him the second dose within 24 hours, he will die. So, be aware of that. So give him the second dose when you want him to wake up.
Cool. That's not going to go wrong at all.
No, okay, so
Eat this apple.
some nice warm milk before your duel.
One bite.
No, just go full coyote. Wile E. Coyote, put a plate of birdseed.
Oh god, it's a bird seeds.
No one has well, maybe.
No, guys, just put it in a roach eyeball. A fried roach eyeball.
That is true. Thank you. Wait, did he hand it to me now, or is it?
It's gonna take him a little bit to whip it up, but.
All right, we'll wait for that.
Yeah.
This is fine. Everything's fine. I'm about to drug my friend.
Don't drug
and I give
your
you
friends.
the amulet.
Yeah, we do not condone. Do not condone drugging your friends or gaslighting.
Nope.
All right, a couple hours later pass. Roth has the death drought dose 1, dose 2. Doses.
Awesome. I assume that Sal is informed of the plan.
Yeah, sure. You've updated everyone. You can have
Awesome.
that. And Lucy, I will accompany you back into the castle. Invisible.
Brilliant. All right. I'm gonna grab one of the ship's cinnamon buns that are probably left pretty old, but still, before we go.
Okay.
And dose the cinnamon bun.
I mean, he probably didn't eat dinner.
Yeah. Well, most of it was on our clothes.
Are you saying he's feeling peckish?
Oh.
And I'm gonna do a morally questionable thing here, and me and Lucy are gonna go into visit Maktaba again.
Okay.
Guys, I just had a little bit of headcanon here about why Fix was not a good cook. Because Lucy was not a good cook, but relied on using illusion to make everything taste great, and so never actually got good at cooking. So when he became Fix, he was doing the same stuff, but couldn't use the illusion magic, or give himself away.
Oh.
Which is why he's able to do so at Rixby, because no one really knew him.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like, yeah, no, this is totally it. I love it. All right,
Cool.
So Petra, you're allowed into the room. Lucy sneaks in as well. Invisible.
I felt bad about yelling at you. I have a peace offering. I don't think you ate much. It's from the ship. And I will present a cinnamon bun.
I have something for you as well. If things do not go well tomorrow, please open this, but do not until that time has occurred. And I will hand you a letter, a sealed letter.
Thank you.
Is it a dick butt?
Yeah, exactly. I set up this deep emotional moment, and then it's a dick butt.
Yay.
It's a Mad Magazine dick butt. You have to fold it in. It's a
Oh.
secret dick butt.
If you don't think I'm gonna eat up the seal and open it before, like, in the middle of the night tonight, you're wrong. But
Are you saying that out loud, or are you saying that to Nick or to Maktaba?
I think Petra gives you a look like, you know who you're giving this to, right?
You gave it to the room.
Maktaba has an expression that you recognize as being equivalent to a small smile.
I'm opening it now. Cool.
I have letters for several others as well. As my second, would you please deliver them? As I am not permitted guests nor allowed to leave this room.
Now? Or after I leave the room?
You see, as you think best.
Will do.
And so I hand you a stack of letters, and there's one for Aelfonn, there's one for Sal, there's one for Fix, and there is one. I had another. There are a couple other letters there. I'm sorry, I had some stuff in my head. So
Petra is going to make a little bit of like oh no, I can't hold all the letters while holding a cinnamon bun. Take it, kind of maneuver.
I will take the cinnamon bun.
You don't have to eat it.
I'm trying to figure out whether he's in the state where he would have it.
Well, you need energy
It's a
for the
meal
fights.
from home.
It is a meal from home.
He didn't eat much.
So tell you what, as Maktaba lifts the bun to examine it, we cut there. And we pick this up next week.
I apologize. I was not decisive there.
No, it's perfectly
It's a
fine.
big decision.
Yeah, it's a big decision.
It is a week that you can have to think about this. Regardless, there will be a duel at daybreak. We'll see what happens. There is stuff that is also happening with Sal in their own room, but again, we will get to that next week.
Can Sal's room have a balcony and she's angstily on it right now?
Oh, absolutely. Big balcony,
Great.
too.
How low is
Beautiful
that rail?
vistas. Very low guardrail. Who knew?
No, it's got to be high enough that she can lean on it dramatically and stare. And there's like
course.
wind blowing. It's very anime right now.
Mm-hmm. So that's the end for tonight's session. We hope you've enjoyed us. Join us next Wednesday for our next session. If you want to catch up on our past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/dyingembers. And if you want to find all the other APs on the Happy Jacks network, visit happyjacks.org/shows. Let's start left to right. Joey, where can they get more of you at, sir?
Hey guys, you can find me on the socials at Joey Nestra. You can see me here every other Sunday, including this Sunday, on the same channel, playing our Vampire 5e game, The Glittering Knight, where I get to be a Toreador who just gets to be as extra as he wants to be, and it's my favorite thing in the world. I have a whole Google Drive dedicated to wardrobe, so check it out. You can also catch me every Saturday morning on It's Probably Okay Switch channel for Return to the Spider-Verse, our Masks game set in the Spider-Verse universe, where I'm playing Preston Parker, the love child of Mary Jane and Sweatpants Spider-Man, after he got back from his adventures in the Spider-Verse movie. You can also catch me, we don't have a date yet, but I was just recently cast in a stream production of The Lion in Winter. So you can see me as King Philip II of France. More information on that when I have it on the socials. Keep an eye out for that.
All right. Mr. Nick, where can they get more of you, sir? Oh, God, he disappeared.
Of course, I'm here every Wednesday for Dying Embers, but you can also catch me on alternating Mondays for Insert Coin Floodwater, which is a show right here on Happy Jacks where we are playing young adults in the 90s after a technology-fueled future of the 80s didn't pan out to be as good as we all thought it might be. So join us for that, and we'd love to see you there too. Other than that, you can find me online, usually at Sungrowler. That's typically what I use for Instagram and for, what's that other thing that I use? Twitter. That thing. And I do want to apologize to everyone for being late today. Moving sucks.
No. Yeah, you're transitioning. It's totally fine. Clara, where can they get more of you at?
All over the internet as Clearly Golden, unless you're into mermaids, in which case it is at Mermaid Clarity on Instagram, although it's been fairly quiet recently. Yeah.
Oh. Blythe, where can they more of you?
Oh my god, that session was so my god. All right. Twitter and Instagram, you can find me at BlytheKayla93. On Mondays, you can find me playing a Star Trek game. I think we're back this coming Monday. We've had a little bit of a down period to figure out some tech things. But that's Mondays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern on st_perseverance on Twitch. Every Wednesday, obviously, I am here. I'm chilling like a villain. It's great. I am so excited for what next session is going to bring. Y'all should seriously check out the previous episodes and get yourself caught up. This has been some intense role playing, and I haven't gotten to do that in a while. It's been very fun.
Good. Glad you guys got to stretch those muscles. I'm Jameson. You can find me online at GM_Mace, MACE. I'm also on a podcast called Games We Never Play. It's all the RPGs that are not D&D. So they're sitting on your hard drive, they're on your shelves. We actually go through and play them and talk about them. So give that a listen. We usually release episodes on Mondays, and we're starting to actually branch out into new content. So definitely check out the site. Again, thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. And please tell your friends. We're doing this every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific. The more people we get on, the more people we can share this with. Until next time, you folks have a wonderful day. Bye.